Hello, welcome to the Kobold Cafe. I'm Luke. I will be GMing today. Frozen Gods, a low fantasy adventure in GURPS 4th edition. Today there is James.
Hey, I'm James. I will be playing Archibald Smith, the Crusader.
Well, lad. There is also Tara.
Ahoy hoy! I am Tara, and I'm playing the Wild Mountain Woman, and I'm not going to be talking much today because my throat is destroyed.
Oh dear. Too much
I was
shouting
yelling
orders.
at people all day. Oh, literally shouting above
Oh
construction
yeah,
equipment
all the
will
power
do that
tools.
to you. Yeah.
Ooh, tickle in the throat. Scary times. Next up there's Everoth.
Hey, I am Evera. I am playing for you today the Mead Keeper, Old Man Budget.
Mead Keeper. Bees are a byproduct of the mead keeping.
Yes.
And we've got Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee. I'm going to be playing Lady Katya today.
What a lass. And finally, for the moment, we've got Kobold Jesus.
Hello, I'm Kobold Jesus. I'm playing Caius. That's about it. How y'all doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good. You alright?
I am living.
Good. Good to know. Jared will be joining us in a bit, and he'll be playing Eric. Last on the Frozen Gods, there was a council meeting. A bit of a stir got caused over bandits on the road west to Desut and the Far Salt. Let's go over to that map for the recap quickly. Hide the ugly stuff on the GM layer. Aye. Bandits, all in this region, apparently causing quite a bit of trouble, enough that a few witnesses were there crying and looking very peasanty. There was also a sword returned, that belonging to Edgar the Wanderer, who discovered ruins in the Frost Vale over his lifetime, and many of the more powerful magical things that have been found were found by him that he then gave to the church to study. His sword had been returned, apparently found by giants, and people need to find out what happened to him. You guys all kind of set off on that. Not all of you are convinced that he's dead. Most of you are adamant that he's just missing still. You picked up his will, which gave all his possessions to someone called Etho, and ordered his sword to be buried with him. You checked out his crappy hut and found Etho there. She's a strange one. She upset you all when she drained some blood out of her dead guy.
It's not that she was draining it that bothered us.
I was pretty unbothered. It's just, just about burying things,
I feel like Archibald is still very uncomfortable with this.
Well, yes, but it's the drinking of the blood that's the problem.
Yeah, that's.
I don't drink the blood.
We have made horrible assumptions.
Yes.
Well, we saw you putting it in a wineskin and saving blood for later, and I feel like Archibald is very uncomfortable about that.
I have seen many weird things in the East.
I don't doubt that you have.
So, seeing this, nah, it's about, whatever. It's Friday. We're a Friday afternoon.
M. Bison. For me, it was Tuesday. Well, you spent the night kind of outside this little cabin, which was on the outskirts of the farmland surrounding Salt Dock. And you were set upon by bandits in the night. I can't remember who, but someone were keen enough to notice them approaching, surrounding the camp. And
That was me.
you would have been massacred had it not occurred, because they ended up having to scatter. A few of them did try to fight, and it did not go well for them. One of them died of viper venom on a javelin. Another one had his head cut off after getting his leg bashed in. Another one had his head cut off after someone jumped on him out of a tree.
Everybody was chopping heads off today.
And then you bedded down for a rest, and that catches us up to where we are. What's your IQ, botch it?
My IQ is 15.
Okay. You feel like you had some dreams last night. They're foggy. You'll hopefully remember more of them throughout the day. You remember it being very cold, at least.
Seems fitting for the wedding that we're getting.
The wedding?
The weather, sorry.
Ah, no worries.
I was about to say.
My
for
tongue
what?
twisted.
The wedding, don't you know, Etho? You're betrothed. It were in the will.
See, and I think I heard weather just because my brain was like, "That's wrong. Fix it."
Well, that was a fun night.
It was a fun night.
Is everybody ready to head back? We should probably at least get the books. Do you mind if we do it? What was your name again? She looks over at Etho.
Etho.
Etho, do you mind if we take the maps from your house? It'll help us find them.
Those are not yours.
That's why I was asking you if we could.
I will roll them up in my bag.
Thank you.
I come with.
Nice, just collecting the heads because, hey, they want to hit the bounty.
Yep.
Taking this literally.
That's okay with me. You seem like you know what you're doing in the woods. We were probably going to have to get a guide anyways, right?
I think this is a fine plan.
Well, great. Let's head back.
Eric mounts upon his horse. He's already up and about, dressed just in his normal clothes, with his armor stowed.
Wait, did I just hear them propose to go back to the city?
They said go
Yup.
back. I suppose
to
you'd
go back?
assume it's the city.
Where to go back?
I mean, eventually up north, but probably by way of the city. That's where you're heading, right, old man?
Ah, yes, but do you not said you were heading after you hit somewhere else last night?
Well, right. We're heading pretty far north eventually, but we can at least escort you to civilization.
Hey, Luke, could you throw us on the world map?
The world map, did I not? Oh, sorry. I just took myself there. I've been pointing stuff out.
We've been carefully not using city names because we don't remember.
So,
Salt
yeah.
Dock. We are gonna go by Salt Dock.
Mhm.
More Scottish than Irish this time, apparently.
I
Or maybe I'm just gonna go between the two.
is
Well,
an easy
it's on our
easy
it's
task.
on our way to Rokabler. An easy task? What?
An easy task to switch between Scotch and Irish happens without thinking. By accident most times. I can't tell difference between the two, honestly.
One has haggis, the other's not.
So
Or
where were they
haggis.
going? The far slot?
Frostvale is where they head in eventually.
And we're north, right?
You at the minute you are right here. The guy's
Wrong
cabin.
way.
I should put something on the
I
thing
point.
to represent the guy's cabin.
I point up north. Right way. Right way.
Right, but the old man was heading to Salt Dock. And there aren't roads that way, are there?
I'll come along. Once we finish with your thing, I'll stop by in Salt Dock and be on my way.
Yeah, if you were to go straight to Rochelbor from here, then you would have a tough time of it over wild terrain. The road goes
Some
back
people might
through
with their
Salt Dock.
horses.
Yep.
Also, it's on the other side of the river, the road.
Is this the kind of river that we could hire a boat?
I don't think they've
At
got
Salt Dock.
boats going up river. I'm not sure. Maybe like barges dragged by donkeys that are on the road.
Okay.
I could see you
So-
hiring like a private boat to take
No-
you up the city.
Well, I mean, I was just thinking like maybe we could catch a boat and it would be quicker, but if they're hauled by things following the road, then not really.
I mean, most things that go up river are often the road or pulled by animals, as you mentioned earlier, cold.
Might have been like a ferry or something, but yeah, no, let's. Hi, lass. I believe we're gonna have to go by Salt Dock. Take the road up.
We don't have to go actually into the city though, if you don't want.
She'll just kind of make a gesture. You don't know what it means, but she makes a gesture and starts walking south.
Do you
Alrighty.
think she wants to borrow a cloak? Then trots after her.
I'll just like shrug. I think she might be our guide.
You kind of all set off trotting, but then Eric turns his head back to the old man who is moving at one, dragging his cart.
He'll catch up eventually.
Is it? Could I hitch this cart up to a horse?
Possibly. It'd take a teamster role.
I don't have Teamster.
He was just lost. He'll take some time, but he will eventually follow up the rest of the people in Salt Dock. Maybe buy a donkey in there.
Old man, get up on the horse.
I wouldn't like to propose.
Oppose?
Impose.
Impose?
Thank you. I wouldn't
The,
like to.
the imposition is us waiting for you. Let us help.
Thank you, children. He'll get on the horse as best as he can. As he clearly has no riding.
You'll
Just
be fine.
sit there. I'll lead it for you.
I'll start dragging that goddamn cart.
Alright, that is much better pace. It would have taken you the whole day to get back to Salt Dock, otherwise. But at this rate, you reach it by noon. I presume you're all eating of rations and drinking.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
He'll definitely have the majority each of meat.
Oh, I'll probably disappear for a few minutes at one point and come back with a rabbit. I'm not eating it or anything, but definitely.
Gives a survival check, please. Forest or woods. You need to specialize, but off the default, that'll
I
succeed.
did. I did. I just didn't. It's
Oh,
in the notes.
specialized
I'll add it
slash
to the-
question mark. I get you. You weren't sure which you needed yet.
yeah.
So, Etho, have you looked at that map yet?
No need. South.
Well, right, but are we going to need anything like to get to where he's going?
You go city. I read map.
All right.
Okay. I believe it's rainy today as well. Let me double check the almanac.
Uh,
So yeah, it's not a pleasant ride. But you'd reach Salt Dock by noon. Where's the almanac? Game notes. Almanac. A link. Switch to weather. Get
Ah,
over here.
it's blasted cold.
Yeah. Yep, there is precipitation today. It's spotty. It starts for a bit and then stops, and just when you're about dry, a bunch more drizzle starts spotting in your eyelashes again.
Ugh. Most miserable kind of raining.
It is truly England.
Yeah, no, that's just what it's like. That's weather. We don't have a word for weather like that over here. Everything I learned from you.
Maybe we can get a hot meal when we get to the edge of town.
There are inns well outside the walls. Yeah. I mean, there's sparse buildings on the entire journey that you've just made, and maybe about half a mile outside of town, there is a decent inn that you've probably eaten at before.
Is everybody okay with lunch?
I could eat.
Food is food.
Maybe we can send a kid for some donkeys or something while we're eating.
That sounds like a novel plan. What was your plan when you got to the city, man?
Were you saying budget?
Yeah, sorry. What was your plan when you got to the city, old man?
I was moving these little ones to the most southern place. For winter is coming, and they do not take too well to the cold. After the spring come up, I'll spread them around and continue just my trade. This is just for preparation. I was also, well, now that I know that there's some bandits about, was planning of making a little bit of alchemist fire. You know, in case we run into more.
Would we be familiar with this concept of alchemist fire, Luke?
Maybe not. Probably not.
What is alchemist fire, old man?
A clever trick from back in the days. Turns out is far has its uses. If you put a mixture of the mineral that comes from fertilizer and corpses, and you add wax and some other things, you are able to make a mixture sticky that, upon touching air, it lights on fire.
And you drink it?
It would not be good for drinking. You stick with the med for that. But this other component, it's good for self-defense. If a bandit comes and then you start tossing fire at them, they generally stop coming. Same with bears, at least in my experience.
I could see how such a thing would be quite useful on the field.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I'm just imagining. You throw a jar, it's fire. As they run, you throw the bees. The bees go for them.
Oh my god. You throw the honey first, and then you throw the bees, and then you throw the fire, and then they're just like covered in honey and
Burning
fire
bees.
and bees.
He's out of character. He would just be lifting his arms up and saying, "Woo! Stacking stat effects."
Katya asks, so do you have any plans for after lunch? We were heading pretty far north. That sounds like a bad place for your bees.
Oh, no, no. They will be staying here. I cannot go around carrying hives. It was merely just the last trip for until the winter.
Oh, so you have a place for them. Great.
Well, why don't you guys have lunch and me and the old man will go get his bees squared away and we'll meet you back here in like an hour.
Thank you. That sounds great. Wonderful.
It'd be more like 2 or 3, but yeah.
Okay. Either way, we'll I'll drag his cart and we'll go get that taken care of.
Hmm.
He takes you to one part near Saltuk, much more south than the rest of the city, but it's on a big field with like some already placed beehives in there, but it's the place is all in the open, surrounded by a lot of woods and a lot of flowers, or at least the ones uh, balls that would go to grow into flowers in spring.
Meadowy area.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
there's options on the outskirts of Salt Dock. Did you go through the city?
No need to arrive. We can just go into the outskirts,
Yeah.
and no need to get into the inside.
It's probably quicker to just take the roads around the outside.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Okay. It's a cheap, hearty lunch that you eat at the inn. It's very quiet in there. There's only a couple of, it looks like farmery types, old farmery types eating a stew. Lunchtime gruel of rabbit meats and carrots and turnips.
I will stay outside and cook myself up a rabbit.
Alrighty. A few people.
Katya,
Go on.
go ahead. Katya sits awkwardly.
I was just going to say, if you see a few people pass up and down the road, quite a few of them give you a stare, Etho. Like,
I'm used to it.
ew. Dirt peasant. And carry on walking.
Are they not also dirt peasants?
Oh, Caius, what have you been up to? Do you stop in the inn or do you go with the old man and...
I'm stopping in the inn, but I'll accompany the old man. I don't really need to eat that much, but yeah, my internet died, so I was like, oh shit.
Oh, there we go. What did you miss? What's the last thing you heard?
Joke about the bees and then the fire, and then everything went.
Oh. So not much.
Mm-hmm. They've stopped at an inn a ways out of the city, while the old man and the crusader have travelled south to drop off the old man's supplies.
Oh, he is the crusader, then he'll be fine. Yeah, I'll stop at the inn. Get some free food, but I ain't paying for someone else.
Okay. Etho stayed outside and cooked up a rabbit.
I mean, do what you gotta do. Sometimes you don't like the food at a restaurant, you just eat outside in the market.
After a while, the innkeeper would come and sit with Katya and Caius. So you both sat together?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is my mission at the moment.
Go over and sit. It's very quiet. Mind if I take a seat here?
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry to take up your table, but we have some friends heading into town to take care of some things.
Oh, no worry at all. What brings you through?
We're heading up to the Frostville.
Delivering bandit heads as well. I have actually eaten character now. Woo.
Wait,
Oh,
do you have to actually deliver those? She asks.
I mean, that's what I assume y'all mean. He wants heads. He gets heads.
It's kind of grisly.
It's your country. You should know this.
I've never collected a head, okay?
I think Eric might have taken them for you.
thank you, Eric.
And maybe he'll pass you the money straight away, seeing as he's going into town for this session. Seems we won't be joined by Jared today, but
Yeah, I understand. When you're wiped, you're done.
yeah, I know the feeling. It's in our hearts.
But yeah,
Well, especially when you start a new job that's all physically demanding and you've been sitting around for 3 months because you've been on quarantine.
Right. Heading north. And bandit heads.
well, we were just the west of here.
Oh, I've...
Unfortunately, we didn't get them all.
Oh, dear.
Duke, no, King, told us to do a few things, and I'm just helping out at the moment. Seems y'all got a lot of problems over here in this snowy hellscape.
Well, it's always like this just before winter.
It
gets worse.
Well, yeah, the bandits need to get their money before it gets snowed out.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the weather. Oh, man, yeah.
Oh, that too. That's why they have to do it.
Ice
Banditry's terrible in the winter. It's easy to track.
will be a bad one this year as well, they're saying.
Oh yeah? How long do you think we have?
Few days at best. There's already been heavy snows in Rochelbar. Had a traveller through heading to Desut day before yesterday. Said they'd had heavy snow at the weekend.
Well, that's not good. I hope our guide knows what she's doing. Any more news from up north?
So I wonder how many people in our party have never seen snow before.
I mean, I lived here some time. I would have seen snow.
I'm thinking one.
Okay.
Sweet
This
child.
is pretty far north already.
You'd be surprised if you go up to the Caucasus Mountains over in the Middle East. There's actually snow there. So, I mean, it's not unlikely you would not see it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Give me a sec. Nothing of interest I can recall. She will mention... Oh, they say... that traveller from Rochelbar did say he had a hard, terrible night at the Salt Bridge Inn. Which is just here, where that estuary meets the Salt, south of Rochelbar.
About a day's ride up.
It's a day's ride south of Rochelbar. There's like an inn and a couple of dwellings of people that settled there, and there's a bridge that crosses the estuary.
What kind of trouble? Just bad beds or something?
The innkeep was acting all queer, he said. Strange behaviour. Found him stood in the corridor outside his room when he woke to use the privy. Almost as if in a trance.
That is kind of weird.
Says it spooked him royally, it did.
Well, we're going to have a crusader with us. I'm not too worried about that kind of stuff.
He was travelling with children. He was worried for the Wians. He thought it might have had something to do with them.
She's visibly disturbed by that.
She's like, she gives you a look like, Well, back to work. I've pots to be washed.
Yeah. Thanks. Yeah, have a good day.
She smiles. Your meals would be cheap, on the order of a couple of GURPS books each.
Sure. do we just use generic bucks, or is there like a coin system?
I've not built a coin system. I have built fancy coin systems in the past, but people generally get upset because it gets confusing.
It's fair.
I love confusing coin systems. I don't know what
Yeah,
you're talking about.
I like
I-
them too, but only if everybody's on board.
I think you could just steal one of the lines from that one game. Like maybe not do the like huge
Yeah.
currency exchange thing. That's where people have some of the difficulties. I also enjoy the currency exchange, but sometimes it gets annoying.
To be fair, we did have like 7 cultures with like multiple types of coins in each
I liked
culture
it.
that exchange rates between the countries and stuff like that. So yeah,
I liked that. So
I will definitely.
I do like it.
I'll
But
bring
I
in
would be
the
finding.
copper and silver and gold. I'll bring it back.
All right, that works.
With 1 copper being 1 GURPS book.
Cool. Well, she will massively overpay because she doesn't carry coppers.
Wealthy.
Mhm.
You just dropped like 20 GURPS bucks with like
Basically.
a half gold piece.
So we should probably go out and talk to Etho about the weather. Right?
I mean, if you want, I thought you were scared of the wolf lady.
I'm not afraid of her. Katya lies.
Mm-hmm.
I am.
You roll that acting.
All right.
Yeah, there's no way I'm actually beat that, but still.
That's a pretty good roll.
Yeah. What's your IQ?
She's a noble. All right,
What-
I'll go talk to her.
All right. As Kai is just like, knowing that she overpays, let me get more food just to even it out a bit.
Oh, and there definitely were drinks involved also.
Mm-hmm. Bottomless flagons. A couple of silvers dropped.
Do they have Elysian wine or just normal stuff?
They've got wine from this continent. Wine from Winemouth, which is not good.
Katya ordered wine not from Winemouth, for the record. Even if it was worse.
You could
Hey,
drop.
Etho.
Yeah, go on.
So you'll see her currently like with the claws, just like butter, cutting pieces of that rabbit off and then dropping them into her mouth.
Right. Katya comes out with 2 glasses of wine and sort of holds one out towards you. Can I ask you a question about the weather?
Can you?
I hope so. The innkeep, well, one of the workers said that it's supposed to get really snowy up north pretty soon.
Snow happens north.
Are you going to be okay getting us to where we need to go?
You wear coat. Be fine.
Okay. Does everybody have a coat?
I don't know. Do they?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking.
How would I know? You wandered into house, say things, expect me to know? You silly woman.
Deep sigh. All right. I guess I'll ask. She heads back inside.
Meanwhile, Boschitz and Archie are on the way back. You've just come around a corner where you've got pretty good eyes on the main road into Salt Dock. It's the Smith Gate, I think, is at the west entrance. And there's a bit of a rabble out there. It looks like a group of maybe 10 or 15 men. Most of them seem to have armed themselves with farming equipment. A couple of them have got pitchforks, a couple of them have got hoes, and they seem to be shouting at the guards with pikes. You'd spot Eric on his horse, like, shouting back at them, and then riding into the city.
Alright, I'll go to the crowd. I'll see what's up. Go to one of the guards.
As soon as you...
What's...
Like, before you could even get to the guard, as you're trotting up on your horse, the crowd starts approaching you and shouting. It's like, "Yo, the Crusader, you're the new one. You're the one. It's him." And they're like, "Here, you have his sword. You have Edgar's sword."
Aye, it's on my person.
Good. There's been a murder. And another screams, "Murder!" And it's like,
Murder?
"Foul murder!"
Murder of who?
A whole family. Someone's stepping forward, an old guy with a beard. My brother, his wife, his wee baby. All of them dead. Fished out of the river this morning. In a strange state. Bodies are unnatural. I only saw him yesterday. Another said, I spoke with the man yesterday morning. And I seen his body now. And he looks like he's been dead years.
Where's he live?
He keeps a farm. Just here. Points like out. You can see it there. There's the barn. He keeps goats.
And you all were arming up to go fight whoever did this. Do you know who did this?
Demon, someone shouts. Edgar kept us safe. Now the demons know Edgar's gone and they're here. They're back, the demons will be. Relentless with Edgar gone.
Well, I know nothing about the demon, but I think we shall have a look.
The guards are like finally reaching you through this crowd. They're like, clear back, you louts, clear back. By order of the king. And someone else is riding out now, higher up in the constant army that's in the city. It's like, now then, what is all this? And like people are shouting and what have you.
Yeah, I will actually.
Go on.
Sorry, the person.
The person who'd asked if you had his sword straight away, he's just shouting and he's like, it's Edgar. You need... find Edgar. He'd keep him at bay with his sword, he did. He was all that held the demons back. Church is no good in this town. You do nothing for us. Edgar was a truly righteous man.
I don't know what the rumors about this Edgar were, or how he did what he did. But I shall take a look into this. Now, the lot of you, go back to your homes and calm down. I will take care of this. And then, actually, I want to, like, I don't know, make a good theology quote. So,
Quote some scripture at him.
yeah. Do you want religious ritual or theology?
Just theology, please.
Okay, I stumble on the words a bit.
You might misquote, but none of them will notice.
Okay.
Like you get.
Yeah, what do you mean? They can read the Bible? No, they can't.
Yeah, most of these can't read. I'd be surprised if any of these can read, except for the guy on the horse.
But yeah, and then I'll go check out the goddamn farm real quick.
Mm-hmm. There's already a couple of people there. It looks like they were here just before you. It looks normal. There's no signs of... Or give me a roll. It's not a bunch of blood everywhere, at least. Bits of people.
What do you want?
Search. If you got it. Perception. If not. Yeah, no, it looks very normal. Quite clean as well. The couple of people that are walking around are the family members of the dead person that lived here.
Okay.
They're like, you a church fella? You're the one that's
I-
investigating Edgar, aren't you?
That would be me.
Word travels fast around here.
Yes, it's a very small town. Do you know what happened here?
We do not. We found nothing. Looks like they left all their belongings. They weren't planning on leaving or nothing. They still got their perishables in the pantry. There was food out as if they were eating last night's supper. But there's no signs of any damage or break-in or harm to any person.
And they found the bodies in the river?
Aye, in the fish quarter. They were bobbing about. Pulled them out at dawn.
Now what's the fastest way from here to the river?
Points at the road, straight through the Smith Gate.
What is the most direct way from here to the river?
Moves his finger a bit to the north, points just to the north of the walls to the town, where you
Okay.
can kind of just see the river bend. It's like a kilometre away, maybe, but it is a pretty clear route to the river, and there's only a couple of buildings around the outside of the walls on that side.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'll look around a bit more, and then, I mean, old man, you're here with me.
Yes.
What do you make of all this?
I actually wanted to ask something. Would anyone have been lying while I have been hanging around? Can I make a detect lies?
Yeah, absolutely.
DK pass?
That guy who was raving about Edgar's sword, he seemed disingenuous.
Remember the lad back at the gate? The one that kept arguing about the sword?
I remember him.
He reminded me of one of my children when they had done something wrong. They just acted in a way that I just couldn't believe it. I feel like he was lying to you.
Why? Well, maybe we will have to talk to him, but I think for now, the best thing we can do is collect the rest of our party and travel north,
No.
or at least get their opinions on these happenings. So yeah, I
Clippity
think maybe we
cloppity.
had, yeah, clippity cloppity back to the Entity.
Property back to the hot property.
Aye, aye.
Actually, I think maybe I'll go to the inn and seeing Etho outside eating a rabbit, probably.
Most likely, just finishing it off.
Yeah, I'll clippity cloppity over to her.
Yes.
Do you know anything in these woods that would be able to grab a whole family, drain them all their life, and move them from their home to a river and leave no sign of themselves?
What would that even be?
Other than yourself?
Area knowledge?
If you got area knowledge of these woods, I'd take that. But from
Well,
what
because I didn't know the town name. Because what is?
you could take area knowledge Frost Vale. That'd count for this part as well.
Because I took because
Yeah, a bunch of these. Aye.
those because I'm the mountains are kind of where I would be right.
Yeah.
The frost. Yeah. All right. Area knowledge. 50-50 chance. Yo. Nope.
No, but honestly, what he described, you'd like initial reaction is demon, ghost, boogeyman.
Without particularly looking at you, I'll just go. Creature from beyond.
Also, there's none in these woods.
But that's what you get. Creature from beyond.
I think, sorry, what was the name of the religion?
Arate is the god. Aratus is
Okay.
the religion.
Oh, by Arate.
Blasphemy.
Demons. That is just... That is some kind of blasphemy there. But I should not be surprised from you.
You heard people in the inn. You heard a horse approach, and now I think you can hear Archibald raising his voice.
You ask what's it be? You want to lie?
No. No. I just... Wait. Thinking about this.
Archie, get in here. We need your help.
Yeah, I think he's just muttering a string of curses, and he'll just go hitch his horse and pop inside.
Is everything set? We ready to go?
I believe so. There was a murder in town last night. Whole family of farmers. They were drained of all their blood and made to look very old, as if the life was sucked out of them. They were found in the river.
That's awful.
You catch the magician?
What?
Did you catch the magician? The magic? The person who
No.
did this?
No. The Our guide seems to think it was some kind of demon creature. Something from beyond.
A Djinn?
Any idea where it is?
I've not a clue.
Too bad.
I think we should just keep with our mission.
Well,
But-
yeah. I mean, we need to finish this bottle first, but then we should get going. Pour yourself a glass.
No, thank you.
More for us.
While they talk, could I buy something and make a skill check? An extra.
Probably. They've got food and drink for sale here. You would have passed vendors of other things. What are you buying? What skill are you checking?
I want to buy a donkey first, so I'm not being a burden. And I want to make a chemistry skill check to see if I can make some alchemist fire.
Oh, for a second out of character, like what? You're gonna make a chimera or something?
I'm not that kind of alchemist.
I don't believe you've got like an alchemy lab or any of the equipment. Or any of the ingredients. Maybe you've got a couple of the ingredients, but definitely not all of them. So you can't actually make alchemist's fire at the minute. Let me see how much a donkey costs.
1,000.
Yeah, if you can afford a donkey, feel free to buy it.
Okay. So,
Not sure how much a low-tech chemistry set's going to cost.
I think there's an alchemist set in one of the Dungeon Fantasy books.
Yeah, in Dungeon Fantasy they'll have it for sure. Core technologies, chemistry in low tech.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got Greek fire in it. Essentially, you can make Molotov cocktails, which is pretty sick.
how much does it cost?
I'm looking to see if it's got a. Didn't really mention a set.
Same thing as the chemistry set too, because they default to each other. Yeah, alchemy and chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
I guess this is actually a time before distillation too.
No, they had heat distillation in Roman Empire.
They had
Oh, okay.
distilled beers and wine for sale all the time.
Well, those are brewed. Beer and wine are both brewed. Like spirits need to be distilled.
Oh no,
Yes.
they make normal beer and then they like make it not as.
But they have hard wine, so it's cork. That's another step in technology.
I mean, wine is pretty much just letting grapes rot until they turn into alcohol.
Yeah, but they don't turn into the good alcohol until you actually ferment it with the cork.
It's true, but still, I'm talking about getting something that is like flammable proof levels,
Aha!
Ah,
Alchemist.
like great alcohol.
Alchemist
that's sort of alcohol.
kit is cheap.
How much?
175 copper, £25 in weight. That's not a translation of English money.
It's okay. I can put it on the donkey.
Saddlebags.
Yeah, saddlebags. I think I got it. So, not sure if now I should be able to.
And you know what? I'll also allow you to buy ingredients to make Alchemist's Fire at the cost of 10 GURPS books per unit that you make.
We started with 2,500, right?
No, we started with like $1,000.
Is
Yeah.
Oh,
TL3 start? I think it's 1,000.
Yeah.
okay. If it is 1,000, I need to get out some things so I can make this this work. Sorry.
If you did the 80-20 rule, then I could probably include these things.
You okay there, Luke? You're coughing a lot.
Yeah, I got lungs full of fun.
Not sure what the 80-20 rule means.
We don't need to get into it right now. I'm sure you'd be able to figure out the way to get this equipment and a donkey.
Yeah, I'm on.
You can get like a cheap donkey, cheap alchemist's kit, stuff like that.
Donkey.
Shrek.
Shrek.
Well, you teamed up. You've got that kit. It will take you a while to make that stuff. You'd need to be like set up and sit still for at least an hour, probably.
Well, now the old man's done with his shopping, maybe we should set off.
Right.
So your plan is to just head north to Rochelbor then?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess so.
Coolies. The old man's got a donkey. So you could probably do... Like, I bet you can get up to 3 move at minute. That sounds pretty sick, doesn't it?
How
Nice.
much slower than everybody else is the old man?
A lot. It depends how much he's carrying, but probably a lot.
When you're doing the mount,
My normal movement is 4.
Right, but you're not walking.
Well, you're not walking. You're on a donkey.
Let me get the donkey.
yeah, when you're on a animal, you use the animal to do. Which it's handy. You want to move somewhere quickly.
Let me see how a donkey does. Animals and monsters.
I don't think a donkey's that slow.
Yeah, it's got enhanced move 0.5. So, yeah, I'm gonna be real nice and say you can do like 50 miles a day. Or 80 kilometers. So in fact, no, yeah, that's too much. It's pretty much a full long day's ride to the bridge at Salt Bridge, the name of the tiny unmarked settlement, and then a further day's ride, not quite as hard, to Rochelbor.
The settlement at the mouth of the tributary.
Tributary. I called it an estuary earlier. What a numbnuts.
Yes, and it drove
It
me
killed
insane.
you. I bet it killed you,
Yeah.
didn't it?
the estuary is right here.
Yep.
Well, I don't have a horse.
But
To be honest, I was kind of assuming that you're a lot faster than him when he's on the donkey. On
Oh,
foot.
if we're keeping pace with a donkey, yeah, I can roll hiking.
If we want to go faster, I might be able to pick up a couple of saddle horses for people. But
Oh, I can't ride a horse either.
well, but I mean, literally, like we could get saddle horses that literally just follow the ass in front of it.
You don't
Mhm.
need to move faster.
that's
had-
also true.
I had overestimated the distance. You can be moving at like a leisurely hike
Okay.
and make it to Saltbridge.
Let's see if I can get that 20%. I can get that 20% boost if we want.
You can.
Nice.
Has anyone got leadership at 12 plus?
No.
That sounds like an Eric job.
It does sound like an Eric job, doesn't it? He's going to catch up. He'll just,
He is going to catch up at some point.
yeah, appear out of the shadows. Probably when you're all at...
Yeah, sorry, I had to take a thing for a second. Yeah, I got leadership at 12 plus.
Oh, you've got leadership at 12 plus. Cool. What's the group's average hiking?
Or riding.
Oh yeah, shit. What is it on a horse?
I think it's riding when you're on a horse.
Yeah, that makes sense.
16.
12.
It's the default for riding -5, I think, right?
I think so. Let me...
It's yeah, Dex -5, so it would be
It'd probably be 11 because the mount's got it higher.
yeah. So might be 11 then. Okay.
Just give us a 3d6, please, Caius. Yeah, that'd make it. So, in fact, if you're setting straight off, it would have been very late that you arrive at Saltbridge. But instead, it's now just going to be a couple of hours after dark.
Immediately find an inn with roaring fire.
There is indeed an inn. It's like all that's here. I'll show you this. I don't know if dynamic lighting's on. I don't think it is.
It
It's
is
like an inn and a couple of houses.
Yeah, that is. This is all of Saltbridge. You can see every building that's here on this map.
Okay.
Nice.
Which one's the inn?
Probably this one at the back.
That makes sense. That way it's like inn and then stables.
Yeah.
Aye, and it's
Yep.
got this nice little open terrace for in the summer. It's like beer garden.
It's open for like 2 weeks a year.
Yep, and there is snow on the ground now. This journey north were pretty tiring. Lots of hills and snow on the tops of them at first, and then just everywhere by the time you get to here.
Go stable my horse and go inside and find the hearth and pick up a log and put it in.
I'll take care of some dinner in the rooms if you guys want to take care of the horses.
Zorko's just.
Oi.
My brain.
I'll start setting up my tent.
I remember. Is this the same place, the one bar you were talking about weird shit happening in?
Yep, it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep in guard for that one because I feel like some. This may not be wrong or right, but Kai's is assuming, yeah, some magician or sorcerer or something, whatever world someone is doing some wacky ass shit here.
As you're all stepping off your horses, the front door to the inn opens, and this guy steps out. He is like 6'4", dressed in like big, heavy, thick layers of cloth, and he's got a big two-handed axe in his hands. And he like squints out in the darkness at you all and shouts, "Customers!"
Yes, please. 2 rooms and dinner.
Aye,
And we'll need stablings.
aye. And he turns around and closes his door fast. And then a short while later, a girl runs out all bundled up. She says, "I'll look after the horses for you. You can all head inside. I'll get them stabled well and good. Welcome, sirs and ladies."
Thank you.
Whereabouts are you
Thank you,
setting up the
Mitchell.
tent? Etho?
sorry, I was zoning out.
You said you were setting up a tent.
Outside, most people don't welcome me indoors.
Whereabouts, like, visible from here?
Yeah, like by the tree.
Okay.
Like which building is it?
This one at the far end. Top right.
Okay, then by the log.
Okay. Yeah, she probably doesn't even notice you. It's
I was gonna say, does Etho just kind of slip away when we're not looking?
yeah.
I mean, as you guys are heading towards the building, I will just like spot the good sitting place and be like, whoop, whoop.
All right.
Yeah, I'll slip her like 20 GURPS bucks.
Mm-hmm. That's probably 1 silver piece. So thank you very much, sir. And it's pretty
Oi.
busy in the inn. Or at least it seems that way at first. There's a bloke turning chairs over on a table to give you all a place to sit as you walk in.
Turning chairs off a table.
Yeah.
So maybe it wasn't that busy.
But the only other big table in the inn has the guy with the axe who welcomed you sat at it, as well as someone else who's got a sword in scabbard resting against the table next to him. And they seem to be playing some kind of game of dice at the table.
Fucking, it's a shapeshifter.
Okay, so this is important. How poor are they? Are they playing with bone dice, wooden dice, or?
It looks like a pretty fancy dice set, bone dice that have been carved, maybe made from a piece of antler.
Okay, they're not that. They're pretty actually pretty well off.
There's a bloke sat in the shadows, like in one corner, just sipping from a mug, smoking a pipe, with a goatee. And then you also see, sorry for the NPC dump, Marion would greet you. Ahoy, travellers. Welcome to the Bridge Inn.
Hi, thanks for staying up late for us.
Oh, no problem. Don't often get people on the road this late at night. You're always welcome at the Bridge Inn. Always rooms available.
Great.
Everybody wants to get out of this cold. Whew. Over
Could
by
we
the
get
hearth.
could we get a couple of private rooms and dinner? Or she looks around and realizes that we're missing someone. Does anybody know where Etho went?
She like wandered off before we got to the tavern.
Well, dinner for 5. Please, if it's not too late.
Mm-hmm. It is not at all. I'll begin. There's always warm food ready. We got pies I baked earlier. I'll pop them on the stove top, heat them up. Got good gravy.
Pie sounds great.
Will you be drinking ale or wine tonight?
A wine, please.
You got water?
Aye, there's water from the well. She makes a pointed glance at the daughter who's just walked back in as she's saying it. And daughter goes "Oh," and puts a coat back on and turns around.
Gave that girl a fuckload of money.
You did, so she's not that upset. She remembers the money as she's walking out. And she will spot you this time, just finishing setting up your tent, Etho, I think. She'll call out. She's like, are you okay over there? There's plenty of room indoors.
I'll look up
No need.
and kind of. I don't say anything. I just kind of, my eyes kind of narrow, not in a like, or grr kind of way. Just kind of like, who are you talking to?
There's no need to set the tent. There's plenty of room inside, warm fire. She drops the bucket into the well. Raises it up slowly. He's still just like...
I'm watching her, but I'm just like, I'm trying to get a feel for her. I don't have any like feel for her skills, but like, what is her like demeanor?
She's cold, bundled up.
Surface level.
You think you're making her nervous, probably. And then once she's pulled the bucket back up, she just calls out, well, if you change your mind, the door will be open. A warm fire will be burning all night.
I'll just make the same gesture I made before that does not make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
How cold is it going to be tonight? Just feeling out the weather.
It will drop below freezing. Only just below freezing.
I'll shrug and then walk in after a couple minutes after her.
Etho, come sit with us. We ordered you a pie.
I'll sit down.
Pies get brought out. A couple of big pitchers of wine. A pitcher of water. What's
Unless
your
she got a sarsaparilla.
What's your HT, by the way? You're probably good. I don't think it's less than 8.
Oh, mine?
No, the person drinking
For drinking water.
dysentery juice
Oh.
from a strange well. But you're good.
I also drink from my own water pouch.
Mm-hmm.
Boshet will drink from his meat jar, and we'll ask if they are interested in buying some.
The innkeeper.
Yes.
Should,
I believe right now I have 11 jars. 10 would be those with meat, and 1 would be buzzing.
she may I have a taste?
Sure. Here you go, Shai. And he'll hand the one that he took a sip from.
She'll have a sniff, and then she'll take a sip and roll it around in her mouth and smack her lips. That is delicious, aye? How many are you selling?
I'll just keep this one for myself, but I can sell you the other wine.
We'll take 5 jars. How does that sound, ya?
It sounds perfect. I'll try and bring some another time when we pass by.
I think they'd be willing to give you 100 GURPS bucks for the
For the 5?
for 5 jars, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, I think we're at a good point for a break, honestly. We'll be going just over an hour. So we'll be back in around 5 minutes.
Sounds good.
We are back. if you're just joining us, the gang headed back towards the city. Turned out there's been a murder overnight. A bunch of people were upset about that. Old man dropped his stuff off. Eric headed into town with the heads to collect the bounties, and he will be meeting you as you continued north towards Rochelbor, the last town before the empty, frozen mountains of the north, where Edgar was presumed to last be. You are spending the night at the Salt Bridge Inn, which is a few hours walk away from Rochelbor proper. But it is very late at night as you arrive, and you're being fed pie and peas and gravy, and you're going to have a warm bed for the evening.
As it gets close to that bedtime time, Katia will wait for a moment when the various staff aren't actually nearby, and then she'll sort of say in hushed tones, "So, the innkeep back at town mentioned something about this place. I should probably tell you guys. There's sort of a creepy guy that lingers in the hallway at night, so you might want to watch your door."
You believe all stories that some innkeep told you?
Well, no, but I mean, it's worth being aware.
I guess that's true.
I mean,
At least half of you have caught the innkeeper staring at you blankly at some point tonight. He's not spoken to any of you at all, unless you've approached him to speak to him. It's only been his wife or daughter. And he's kind of... In fact, the people that I've noticed, Archie, Katya, Etho, he's not spoken to anyone all night. He's just been walking back and forth, occasionally cleaning a mug, or just standing and staring.
I mean, I'm not sure I believe it, but he is kind of a weirdo.
He could just be a simpleton. There's no place judging like that.
I mean, maybe not. Just like put something in front of the door, whatever.
Luke, the hallway to the rooms, how tall is it?
Not super tall, but you don't have to stoop your head. Like
No, I
8
mean, like,
feet.
are there like rafters? Are there? 'Cause I assume it's on the upper floor.
Yeah, if you mean, is there somewhere that you can be hidden while clinging to the ceiling? Then yes,
Yes.
you believe so. It's also pretty dark in here. There's only a couple of candles knocking about to keep the whole place lit.
So there's a hallway to the rooms, but the hallway is hideable.
Uh-huh. You could easily be in the rafters there. I think it probably looks down over the bar area as well. I've not got an interior map set up. But it's a very small room. Overall.
Well, I figure, guys and girls, see you in the morning.
That's literally what I do.
Sip from the coffee. Oh, well, the whatever you're drinking.
Katia shrugs, tops off her glass of wine, heads to bed.
I will see you in the morning.
I'll finish my alchemy and I'll see everybody in the morning.
You only managed to get 3 made.
Got it. That's good enough.
But you've still got the ingredients for the others.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wait till the rest of the party goes to bed.
Aye. There's still a couple of people in the room the main bar room. It's probably past midnight at this point, and the innkeeper Wolfgeet, who has said nothing but has been referred to as Wolfgeet by his wife several times, he's still stood behind the bar, just idly cleaning a mug while he stares blankly ahead. And the guy who'd been in the corner, Gandalf in his pipe all evening, he's still there. Both of the mercenaries have gone to bed, though. Odo and Osbert.
If there is a moment when I can ninja up to the corner and like just watching them, I will take it.
Yeah, give me a stealth. You like open your door, and as it closes, you jump up to the ceiling.
Something like that.
You don't think they notice you?
I that's no modifiers, but
Mhm.
modifiers are below if you need to.
Mm-hmm. As soon as your door closes, like, you didn't even notice them doing it because you were busy climbing up to get into position. But as soon as you turn your head back, the one in the corner stood up and started walking towards the stairs, and so has Wolfgeet.
So they're heading upstairs.
They walk up and both stop outside a room each. Wolfgeet's outside Katya's room, and the man who's been in the corner all night is stood outside your room, like directly below you, and they both just staring at the doors.
I will watch them for a while.
They're completely motionless for about 30 minutes.
As soon as they make a move for Katya, I'm dropping behind that one and putting my knife against her throat.
They don't make a move for the doors, but they turn and walk back downstairs, and they go outside.
I'm gonna just shadow these guys for a while.
Give me another stealth check, please. Oh, wow, yeah.
I'm probably gonna be tired tomorrow, but
Sleep in the cart.
Have you got night vision?
I do not.
Give me a vision check, please.
Damn it.
They walk in towards the bridge. You can't tell if there's anyone stood on it or not. They're out. The silhouettes disappear from view just before they step onto the bridge. It's too dark over there. You can get a bit closer, though.
I will get pseudo under the bridge.
Give me another stealth check, please. Just one more. Okay. Yeah. Which way do you approach from? So this is the door to the inn. Wolfgeet and Alwyn step out and walk slowly over to the bridge.
So probably from around this way.
As you come out on that side of that building, you'd see another figure stood facing him.
I'll still
She's
try to go for the under the bridge.
a woman. That's about all you can make out. She's dressed in a very fine cloak, it looks like. And roll me hearing, please, because they definitely start talking about something.
Come on, don't give me another 16. I spent 15 points on these. There we go. By 4.
My lady, you've returned to us. You're back. Thank you, mistress, for returning. I wouldn't leave you for long, children. You hear, like... Tell me, who is in the inn? And then he says, Travellers, my lady. I'm not sure of their business. They have weapons and horses. I can wake the mercenaries if you please. She's like, she just smiles. Well, you can't see him. You don't hear a smile, unfortunately.
For the power of context clues, she is smiling.
She demurs with pleasure.
Screeching sound of bones. Sound as her mouth stretches into a smile.
I don't think that will be necessary tonight, dear Wolfgate and Alwyn. You may go to bed, and I will speak to you soon. Yes, my lady, thank you, my lady. Anyway, kissing sounds again. And then the sounds of feathers. Bird. Maybe a few birds. Definitely flapping the wings above you.
As soon as I actually hear, do they start to turn away?
Yeah, they're...
Do I hear footsteps? I was about to, as soon as I start to hear them go away and start hearing bird sounds, I'm gonna ninja my way up there. Or not ninja, like full on. Like, so bridge, I'm under the bridge, I'm gonna vault up over the edge and then like just tackle this woman.
Hardcore.
As you hear the flappy sounds.
Right.
I'm not sure you're supposed to say it, Harry.
Like, no, actually, around the right after the second round of kissing noises. I was gonna go for it.
Okay.
Acrobatics, I assume.
Yeah, stealth as well. I think I'll need.
I mean, they're probably gonna hear me, but I'm gonna surprise the shit out of them.
Oh, she didn't hear you.
Nice.
That's the important bit.
So it
Where'd I
would
go?
just before these guys had turned around. Oh, I think I deleted you by accident. Sorry about that. I meant to delete her.
I was gonna go as soon as I heard kissing noises.
Mm-hmm.
Etho, tackle attack. Or go for a grapple from behind if I can. What is it? It just defaults to brawling, right?
Yeah.
For grapple?
Oh, I think it's brawling -4 for a grapple.
Okay.
For grappling, it's just dex if you don't have the skill.
Oh yeah, no, that's right. You roll against Dex for a grapple.
Oh, brawling doesn't have a grapple? I thought it did.
Nah, brawling's
No.
for punches and kicks.
Yeah. Wrestling, judo, and sumo wrestling
That's right.
all have grapples.
So then just straight up dex.
Oof.
Oof.
Maybe not.
So I get up there and slip on the ice.
Roll 3d6, please.
She vaults to the top of the bridge, slides across the bridge and into the ice on the other side. They don't notice.
They turn around, they see nothing. They
Exactly.
just run.
I was kind of more seeing she like lands, slips, like does that thing where you land halfway between something and then roll off the side.
Well, I didn't fail the acrobatics. I failed the.
That's true.
the
Oh
grapple.
yeah.
She's more competent than we're giving her credit for.
You lost your balance as you went for the grapple. Oof. I should get turn order up, probably. But the first thing she will do is turn and look at you. I might not really need to, because can you roll me a fright check, please, at a -5?
Oof.
Then
Nope.
roll 3d6 and add 7.
Oh shit.
$14. Was that fucking quirk?
Maybe. I might not use faint for 1d minutes. Wow.
What did I see?
She just looked into your eyes, and then you felt your heart stop for an instant. And like,
And I passed out.
yeah.
She soul gazed you.
Yeah, something in her look told you that she is not human. She is more and some deadly evil thing.
1D or 2D 6 minutes?
1d6 minutes.
For 6 minutes.
Ooh,
So
this
where do I wake up?
is brutal. I'm not sure. You know?
I didn't plan for this.
Roll new character?
Potentially, like, I can't think what I'd do other than...
Wait,
Did a
do
classic
you have
evil villain
blood
tie
for
me up?
this kind of situation?
You did collect some human blood, actually. Yeah, no, this is much weirder. This is all just become much stranger.
I was starting to think, were you actually prepared against vampires for this sort of situation? Because that might give you an out.
I mean, do with me what you will, but I'd prefer not instant death.
There's
would
also
suck.
there's also the question of what do they do with the rest of us? Because if our
Exactly.
companion disappears in the night, that's a problem. And they know that.
Mm-hmm. Everyone roll me IQ, please, except for Etho, who's still got 4 minutes of faint left. Or start off with Old Man and Katya, please roll me IQ. So both of your doors just opened to your bedrooms. You're currently laid in bed. They are like 2 yards away from both of these open doors.
Yeah, I would say, Doc. I'm sorry. I thought I missed so many words. I
Is-
didn't
Actually,
get a chance.
the other 2 of you can roll IQ as well, because they were...
This is a roll to wake up.
Yes.
Let's say, Luke, I didn't get a chance because internet died, but I was going to say I was going to booby trap the room.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, Katya did suggest putting something in front of the door.
Yeah, no,
She didn't do it herself, but
that's absolutely fine. No one's
we
opened your
roll.
door just yet, but that's going to be fun.
So the door just slammed open, like in a
No,
scary way, like
it-
aggressive.
No, not aggressive, it's creaking open. You can roll me vision, please, both of you.
Sure.
It's at 5 for darkness, unless it's offset by fancy eyes that you might have.
Would a candle do anything?
Do we not have candles in the room?
If you've got a candle lit, I mean, you went to sleep. There are candles, though. There's a candle on your bedside table that you could light if you wanted to. But Katya, you see that it is the innkeeper. Has opened the door to your bedroom, and he is holding in his hand a kitchen knife.
Katya will attempt to slip out of her bed unnoticed.
Alrighty. Is stealth, please.
Sure.
And Caius, you have woken up. You heard the doors open. Same with Archibald. And yeah, you slip out of the bed and underneath silently. Catch you.
Not necessarily underneath, but like if there's a cabinet or other furniture in the room.
You're out of the bed.
Yep.
As he steps
She's mostly
towards it.
mostly relying upon the dark to hide herself.
Bosh it. Someone steps into your room. You can see him even in the darkness, and he's holding his hand up, and it looks like he's got a knife in his hand.
What's the penalty to toss something at him?
For lying down, I'm not sure if there's
Like,
a penalty.
Tossing the first jar on my side of the table.
I don't think there's any penalties for posture. If you're for a ranged attack, even throwing.
Okay, I'm gonna roll 1d4. 3.
No, I think that's just with a firearm, so it'd be a D4. What?
See what he throws, I'm assuming.
Old Man Batchet wakes up, scared about this whole thing, and he, in a manner of reflection, grabs the closest jar on the side of the table as he was finishing the alchemy before going to sleep, and tosses it at the figure with the knife on the edge of the door. It seems that he tosses a mead jar in the confusion.
Oh, snap. I see. You almost threw Alchemist's fire. Yeah, you miss, unfortunately, but it smashes against the wall at the side of the room. It's very loud.
I yell, "Get out!"
Guess I'll tell you what I'm doing.
I think it's... Yeah, go ahead, but then it's time to add turn order for sure.
Do I also get one of those?
Yeah, but Caius, what are you doing as you hear doors open next to you and then a mead jar smash?
Yeah, I don't have enough time to get my armor on, I think.
Probably takes like 20 seconds to don.
Yeah, so hitting the old shield and the old sword.
And Archibald?
Yeah, I probably just like roll out of bed and snatch up my shield or my sword and knife.
I don't have a token anywhere, so I can't do it.
You can drag it onto the screen yourself. Sorry, but I've dragged you one on right there. Oh, that's weird. Why didn't it drag you the proper one on? That's really weird.
I have no idea.
Stupid Roll20. Wait, I mean, all hail Roll20. Thank you for featuring us occasionally. Commoners. These guys are commoners. Wolfgate. Oh, would you look at that?
Is that why they're sort of grayed out?
I'm reusing old tokens here. Is that everyone? Old fella.
I think I need to.
There you go. I brought your token on for you.
Thank you.
So,
Change up some stuff.
Lady
Sorry to
Katya.
interrupt.
No worries. Lady Katya, you're up first.
Lady Katya will dig her stiletto out of her stuff. I can't imagine she sleeps with it, so there's no fast drawing.
No worries, but you would be able to get it in this turn.
Look, before we really get going in earnest, I'm not going to be in this combat, right?
Probably not, no.
Okay.
Sorry
I
about
just
that.
need to know if Oh, no, I'm fine. I just need to know if I need to even bother rolling. So,
Rightio. Archibald, you've already had a couple
Yep.
of seconds.
Okay, so I got my sword.
You
Yeah,
can be
okay.
out of bed and armed.
Yeah, I'll stay your blade.
If you just like opened your door and shouted that.
Yeah.
Koi? Caius?
I thought there was somebody in my
No.
room.
There's no one in
No.
your room. Your door's still closed, but you heard
Oh,
the
okay.
doors in the hallway opening, and then you heard a mead jar smash.
Alright, yeah, I will actually just go open the door to my room and move to where I heard the smashy smash.
Yeah. Lady Katya's room is next to yours. As you step out of yours, you can see that her door's open. It's very dark. And you don't reach her door frame on this turn. Caius.
Let's see here. So my door's not been opened yet, correct?
Correct.
Does it sound like anyone's in danger from what I've heard so far, or no?
Not necessarily. Just a smash.
Okay. Room's still booby trapped, but it's not really that advanced. It was just more like, hey, step in here. The rope around your leg goes. But yeah, I'll go to the door and open it and peer around real quick.
Alright, you get your door open, and you'd step out, and you and Archibald would see each other.
The hell's going on, Archibald?
And okay. So this guy's gonna step towards you and try and stab you in bed, old fella. He's going all out. He's potentially hit you. You can attempt to dodge, but it'll be at -4 for lying down in bed.
We lose half the party in the second adventure. This would be a great game.
I've played those games. They're hysterical.
Is there something that I can do, like an what was it? Spend a fatigue
Dive and
point to
dodge?
over exert myself on the dodge?
Yeah, 1 FP for a +2 to dodge.
That was what it was.
There's also
So in the end, I just have a -2.
I will let you do a retreat and roll out of bed as well. But then you'll end up on floor out of the bed.
Oh,
But he's already
Fail.
on the.
Oh dear.
Are you sure you did that right? Is your dodge really that low?
I have a 9.
If you dodge and retreat, you get a +3, and then you get a +2, which is an FP.
Remember that I was at a -4.
For lying down.
Okay. I didn't hear that. I apologize.
Although you actually threw something, so you would have only been sitting. I assume you sat up as you threw that.
Yeah, but that would at least give me a 9. I still roll a 13. I failed
Yeah.
miserably.
That's unfortunate.
Yep.
Alwyn, what is your thrust damage? I don't think it's 1d6 minus 6. Come on, sheet. Update yourself. There we go.
I feel like it should be 1d6 minus 6 though.
It'd still be bad for him.
Let's hope you have some cloth DR going on.
2 damage just to the torso. It is impaling, so it will come out at 4.
Okay, I'm at
That's not so bad.
That could be worse.
Yep.
Wolfgeet steps forward and stabs your bed. He goes all out attack versus Katya's pillow, which had been rearranged as she slipped out of bed. And he thrusts his knife deep into it. Botch it.
Can I try to kneel and still do an action, or that's the full action?
Be your move.
I think you can move like 1 yard. Let me double check the change posture rules.
Yeah, you
I
think
don't want to move. I want to open the bee jar.
Oh, you know, the bees.
Yeah, you can
Yeah, 'cause I
open
think-
your jar of bees, no problem.
I'll get to my knees and release the bees.
Give me a DX
that's
check,
better.
please. At a -4 for shock, though.
Oh, -4 would fail.
Yeah, no, you've got your bee jar, but you can't get it open on this turn as well. And you also
Okay.
get to your knees.
Okay.
Katya. That guy just went all out into your bed.
Yeah, that guy's a jerk.
He's left himself wide open, and you've got a stiletto in your hands.
I do, and he's probably not even wearing armor, so I can aim at his vitals. So I'm going to aim at his vitals.
Trauma plates
let's-
back only.
Bless you.
That would be awful. Vitals is -3, right?
Correct.
Alright, I think this is right. Oh, just barely.
Wow, yeah. You get him. Obv.
Alright, let's do some stabbing damage.
Bless you, Kansa.
Thank you.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
Apparently she really liked that pillow.
Wow, that's damn. Just ow.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
how you murder someone.
Yeah.
Oh shit. He
Well,
might still be up.
He drops into your bed. Blood leaking from him, from a big hole in his back. Archibald, you could, like, as you take 1 step forward, you can see into Katya's room, and she's got a knife just coming out the back of someone who stabbed her bed up.
And then there's another guy.
She's also in a knightly lady clothes. You might need to avert your gaze immediately. I don't know if you've got that kind of disadvantage.
I actually do not.
Okay, cool.
Um.
Church didn't mess you up in that way, at least.
No. No. So, she's got that handled. Is there another room?
Yep. Use 1 more move, and you can see the kind of reverse situation going on with Old Man Botchet and that creepy guy from the bar.
All right. Can I attack creepy guy? Is that gonna be a moving attack?
It will be a moving attack.
I'll make it all out then. Make it all out determined.
It'll still cap at a 9, I'm afraid. Because it's not in a straight line. You've had to...
You got good enough skill to just rapid strike it like a madman, because it's gonna be at 9 regardless.
Yeah, could do a rapid strikes.
Isn't there one
Oh,
of those
yeah.
fatigue expenditures where you can do an all-out attack without the penalties?
Oh, I think there is, but I feel like that's for an all-out strong, and you spend
Fair.
fatigue and then don't lose defense.
Fair.
Yeah, then in that case... Yeah, I might as well just rapid strike the shit out of this because they're at like a -2 each. Because I got Weapon Master.
-3 each. It's -6 reduced to the half. Next attack's 12, which becomes 6, and so on and so forth.
Okay, so 3, 6, 9.
12.
Alright. So I'm gonna make 3 stabbing attacks. Yeah.
Don't forget you still
So-
get your base attack too with that as well. So
Also get the what attack?
your base attack, so you already have 1 attack, and rapid strike gives you more attack, so you would have 4.
Oh, yeah,
okay.
so you'd be making 4 attacks.
1,
Miss.
two,
Miss.
3.
Hit. Miss.
Alright, well, 1 hit.
You went all out last turn.
All damage.
Nice. Was this to the torso? I don't recall hearing
Uh,
vitals.
Yeah, I don't recall even actually calling it, so...
Well, for moving attacks, it's a wild swing anyways, I'm pretty sure.
I think that is true. Roll 3d6, please. Wow.
Nice.
That's probably good.
Yeah, that is the neck. So 7 impale into the neck. Ouch. No special damage for impale into neck, unfortunately, but it's not pleasant for him.
You just got stabbed in the throat.
Uh,
I suspect you hit pretty hard. Yeah, you do.
Good call on that rapid strike, BT dubs.
Oh, you're welcome. I've just been doing that a lot when I have to do move attack. So it's just like, it's the president, fuck it, and just go into the room and start slashing the madman.
Well, yeah, no, it totally makes sense. You're not making an accurate attack because you're moving. So literally, I just like
Walked in
blurted into a
jabbing.
room and just started jabbing. And I wasn't gonna swing because I feel like Luke is the kind of dick that would be like, "Great swing, you got it lodged into the door frame."
It's kind of
Okay.
tight in there. Caius, you're up. You definitely hear people getting stabbed.
Yeah, so I'm already in the hallway. I already saw Archibald in there,
Oh.
and he went.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll take a step forward because I can actually get to this bad guy that I'm stretulating within this step. Correct.
What's the reach of your weapon?
1.
It'd take 2 steps forwards in the hall, but then you'd be able to see this, yeah?
Yeah, might as well. I guess I'll do the same thing that I just told Archibald to do. So it only took me 2 steps. So no, I can do it all out, and it's half my move. I still be able to do it no penalty. Is right, half move. It's been a while.
Yeah, yeah. And I'll allow it because you did see Archibald attack it into that room. so you know
Okay.
that you can.
So I'll do an all out so I don't face any penalty.
Determined, strong.
I don't need it. Let's do double
Double, cool.
to 2 attacks. Yeah, I'll go for the. I'm going for the vitals for both these attacks.
So yeah, you lunge forward, see him with a sword through back of his neck, and stab him in the heart twice from behind. He went all out on his last turn. His turn's still not come back round. I don't even need to check. He's dead as shit. Dead people don't get turns. Wolfgeet.
He's unconscious on the bed, isn't he?
He is, but his eyes kind of flutter as he groans and half rolls over on the bed. Boshit, the guy who stabbed you, is dead on the floor. You're on your knees next to the bed. There's a couple of beefy guys just saved your life. As
Thank you.
bees. Oh wait, yeah, you didn't get the lid off yet, did you?
Yeah.
I feel like for flavor, like one of those beefy guys at least is completely naked.
Is that Archibald?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Just before the bees are released.
Well, no, he's fine, so he's not gonna release him.
His back shows signs of recent self-flagellation.
She blasphemed today.
What happened to you, my son? He's just gonna stand up this turn.
You're in a lot of pain. You've been stabbed.
Yeah. He just got poked,
he's
dude.
holding up and standing. But yes, I don't want to be on the floor.
Catcher, this guy is still alive on the bed in front of you, but he doesn't look good.
She backs away, and yells out for help. Help!
Archer nude.
Okay, dude in front of me is dead. I just heard help, so
As
I
you
guess
step out into
pop
the
back
hall.
into the other room.
Yeah, you can step out of the hall and into hers in one move maneuver. And there's a guy on the bed, bleeding, laid on his back, looking at you. Choking.
I start saying the last rites.
I don't even need a theology check. I'm sure you've done that plenty.
Yeah, right. That's like a rote skill at this point.
Caius.
How many people? We going in this house and seeing enough people. How many people lived here exactly when we came in?
In this building, it's just you guys right now. But in the other buildings nearby, maybe 7 people live here at this group of houses.
Okay, yeah, I don't like those odds. Caius is gonna look at the old man and say, "Don't freak out, please." And he's gonna do this real quick. And it works, Mr. Luke.
Uh-oh, the dead man
Mhm.
convulses as he says, "Don't freak out, please. Hold your hand out or something."
Basically, with that, he's also going to start speaking in the language. Basically, in short, asking God for help. And just a little prayer. And yeah.
As soon as he starts speaking, that body twitches. I'll make that as a GM check. He starts sitting up, and he picks his knife up as he's sitting up from the bed, and he says, "For my lady!" And then he slumps forward, loses consciousness, and falls on the floor at the foot of the bed, bleeding out his chest. We can end combat.
The guy in our room.
Mm-hmm. The one that Katya stabbed. He lost consciousness
Okay.
trying to stand up and stab you.
Was I the only one stabbed?
Only player stabbed, correct?
Yeah. Could I try a first aid? I have a first aid.
Yes, it will take 30 minutes to patch yourself up, though. You can do it in less time at a penalty.
If you just
Okay.
want to stop bleeding, it'll take less time.
Okay,
Bleeding
I'll
out.
do that.
Terrible.
I think the first aid kit gives me a +2, so what will be the penalty?
It's -1 for every 3 minutes saved. You basically get to say you can shave 10% off the time by taking a -1. So you can do some things instantly at -10. Is
I'll
that
take a -5.
just try and do it in
With the
15 minutes?
+2 that... Oh, sorry. Yeah, because if I take the -5, I still have the +2, so that makes it -3, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Take a do it.
Mm-hmm. So you start patching yourself up. You will not bleed.
I guess I'll just describe this, Luke, if you want. So, Bosch is the only person you see in this room. You saw the body twitching. Now it's starting to rise up by itself.
It gets to its knees. It stands. The blood's still like pouring out those wounds.
Wait, the dead guy?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You're not in that room at the minute, though.
Again, Kai's like, please don't freak out.
All right.
You wake up, Terra.
Where?
On the bridge still.
Oh, they didn't kidnap me or anything? Wow, that's shocking.
In fact, no, not on the bridge. Outside in the beer garden. There's a note pinned to your chest, though.
I'll grab it and look at the scribbles.
You can't read Eldresh, can you?
I cannot read Eldritch.
It's pretty funny.
Hopefully, she's at least familiar with the concept.
That's the irony. Kai's is like, Archibald, have you seen Etho anywhere?
I'm pretty sure she was here when I went to sleep.
I will walk into the main thing. Gatanaya sundo kistayata.
Which language is that?
Give me an IQ roll, please, Caius. It's not one that any of you speak.
Exactly. We should wake up the innkeep.
Ah, failure.
I
Maybe.
would say I'm not sure if I got any penalties because if they've traded with the king before, I might have got a little bonus.
It does sound familiar. It sounds a bit like the languages that the nomad tribes from the eastern continents speak.
Ah, that makes sense. The way of speech. She is a barbarian. Meanwhile, what the hell happened to you?
That
What the
creep
hell's
tried
going
to stab
on?
me.
Okay, what the hell's going on? Are we under attack? What's going on here?
I don't know. Although actually, I
Uh,
think we're still in the middle of last rites and stuff.
Is the old man in here?
He's next door.
Oh man, you're still staring at a dead body.
Actually,
No,
Katya, I'm gonna you seem the most educated here. I'm gonna shove a piece of paper in your hand and go, read.
Oh, of course. It's
Katya.
Okay.
Oh.
She looks at it. Actually, she reads it out loud as she looks at it. There's no reason not to. Unless it says something awful at the start, then she stops.
For this slight against my subjects, you will be killed. Unless you can bring more gifts like the one I have taken from you.
What'd she take?
This makes no sense. She looks
I
at the back
pat
for more
around.
words.
Etho, your bag of human blood that you had is missing now.
Got the Naya.
I assume that means, God damn it.
It means my blood. Shit.
Oh, I thought it means, God damn it. That's
It
close.
means something.
Does this mean anything? Something to you? She hands the note back.
The ink's still a bit wet as well, like it were written in the last 2 minutes.
Those pouches weren't cheap.
This innkeeper has got wineskins behind the bar.
Speaking of which, where is the innkeep? I want words with her. And Katya, that's into the hallway.
Yeah, Caius is like, old man, do you need help over there? Or you
Oh,
got it?
actually, they are dirt cheap. Never mind. I'm just gonna grab one off the wall. Court.
Bullshit, you there?
Yeah, I think I'm still healing myself.
Okay.
You're like just finishing wrapping yourself up right now, but the whole time you've been doing
Okay.
this, a dead body has been staring at you, stood, animated.
Okay. Yeah,
He's
that
fine.
we should get back to that.
Yeah, I don't think you've noticed that yet. You've just finished performing last rites. You've just heard this note read. That's in the room next to you.
Okay.
You maybe just go in to check on Boshit now, and you will see this.
Oh my lords! What is that?
A servant of God.
No. The
Not the old man, the dead one.
the dead one.
Still the same answer.
I check on the other guy. Is he standing back up?
No, he's dead. But you did perform last rites on him. Maybe it's because you didn't perform last rites on this one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I start praying. Just
It's
So the man is waking up?
no. Are you asking that in character or out of character? This is important.
Out of character. I was a little bit confused.
It were
No, out of character.
go ahead,
I
guys.
guess that's out of character. I just risen a dead body. In character, y'all don't know what the hell is going on.
Oh.
But the guy is visibly like gushing blood, or was until the gushing stopped.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
gushing has stopped now, but he's still got holes in him.
And don't worry, you'll okay after some time become a skeleton. Anyway, more important matters. What the fuck just happened? Is Archibald still praying, hoping to go away?
yes, that is exactly what's going on. In numine Patre et Filii et Spiritus Sancti. In numine
Or-
Patre.
It's not gonna work. You know that, right?
No, this abomination must be.
It's not an abomination. Like I said, it's a servant. Just it's helping me at the moment. Chillax. Chill.
Chillax.
What do you mean? It is a servant helping you.
I prayed and asked for assistance, and lo and behold, I got assistance.
I start drinking heavily.
That's a good response.
This. Sorry, what was God's name again?
Arate.
Arate.
I think
This-
I'll have a different god though, because
Yeah, it's a pantheon. But Arate was a member of the pantheon.
yeah.
Okay. So is this heretical or?
If you're devout Caius, then what Archibald believes is a bit heretical, that Arate is the one true god, and that he rose to power over all other gods.
I'm as devout as pretty much anyone in the world, which is, considering it's medieval times, pretty devout.
So
Or just
fairly.
normal?
And
Normal.
this is definitely bad in the eyes of the church over here, but you have heard of this kind of stuff going on back in the east.
Okay then. I guess I stop praying and then I don't know.
Guys was like, your god has your powers. Our gods have our powers. Let's leave it at that.
There's only one God though.
I'm not gonna have this talk. Point being, is everyone okay? Is old man, are you the only one hurt?
I'm
And
fine.
that's fine.
I'm fine. I've managed to stop the bleeding. Not sure if I heal anything. Though.
Yeah, 1d6 minus 2, I think it is. Maybe minus 1.
I don't think
Nothing.
you rolled that right.
It gave you a d6. You'd at least get 1.
Okay.
But yeah, he seems to be fine. He's not as screwed as before. Kind of like all the moving of the wagon over all the years make him a little bit tough. Not strong, but tough.
Sinewy. I know old men have apparently got weird, deceptive strength, from what I've heard.
They do.
I mean, yeah, especially they're blacksmiths, man. But as it was going on, Caius is just going to order that minion to. He's a mercenary one, right?
You don't know who this guy was. He'd been sat in the bar all night. Those 2 mercenaries haven't been spotted yet.
Okay.
I'm guessing candles have been lit in here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Caius is like, I'll give y'all some breathing room to take this in. Minion, follow me. I need to get put on. And Caius is gonna calmly walk to his room with the undead creature, so everyone stops panicking for a second and start put the arm around.
It turns and stumbles after Caius. I've dropped my lighter. Oh, there you
Yeah,
are.
I say another prayer, like quietly.
Oh god, now I've dropped my mouse and resized the window. There we go.
Multiple crits in a row.
I've just got klutz.
Luke
I'll
rolled
pray with
like-
James.
Pray with James.
Yeah.
How long do you spend praying?
Oh, not long. I like probably whisper a prayer and then go get dressed. Because it is fucking cold.
That's why Superman winter clothes, son. I guess that's 20 seconds because it's the only thing it takes to get the armor on. Thank you, chainmail. It's so easy. Coming down and like start going through the place to start ransacking it because they don't need any more. They're dead.
Alrighty.
Do
Yeah.
we have an idea of where the innkeeper actually stays?
It will have been one of these other houses. Are you opening the door and looking outside?
She gets to the exit and turns around and goes back for a cloak because she's in her bed clothes,
Mm-hmm.
which I imagine will bring her back to the group around that time. If that's reasonable.
Yep, absolutely.
What are you guys doing? Why are you breaking into rooms?
Well, they're dead, or thrall, or whatever the hell's going on here, and to find better stuff.
I mean, he's a creep, but
Okay, come on.
well, let's go talk to the owner.
Yeah, I will join. Eventually when I get dressed.
Yeah, give me a second. I need to get dressed too.
Same.
Can somebody get this guy out of here?
Yeah, I'll drag him out.
Oh,
Is he dead?
you mean the guy you all killed?
Wolfgeet is dead. Alwyn was dead and now is not. He's kind of a not alive. Maybe you could call it undead.
Was he tucked away in the room before Katya got back?
The zomb.
That's what I mean.
I'm not sure. He follows Caius's command.
Yeah, he just followed me right now. I'm doing the old trick of finding head cloaks and other stuff to hide this dude.
Oh, okay. So
So is he hidden or not? Is the question.
he's not hidden, but he looks just like a cloaked person now. Although he's definitely stood in an unnatural way.
Is he okay?
I mean, depends what you mean by okay.
Is he trying to kill us?
No, he serves me.
Great, let's go yell at someone. And now that she's dressed, she storms downstairs.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised the noble took this as well.
We find Evil Eye.
I don't know who Evil Eye is, but you mean the ringleader?
Evil Eye. Oh, she was well dressed, right?
Mhm.
What'd she look like, Luke?
A 40 to 50-year-old, very wealthy noblewoman. Dressed.
Fancy
Yeah.
Evil Eye. Lady.
Okay, so you're telling me.
Oh,
Boy.
As Wolf-
Rich or noble?
as Wolfgeet died, he said, for my mistress.
Yeah. Shit.
Must be the mistress. I say as I come out and I'm putting on my cloak.
Out of
Yeah.
character. The zombie has his wounds and stuff covered, right? So he just looks like a creep.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, he stops bleeding, his stuff stops functioning, eventually it'll turn to a skeleton, so.
So who's this evil eye you're talking about?
Lady. Fancy. Evil Eye.
Rich or noble?
Fancy.
Sorry, that was a dumb question.
Okay.
Well, I say we do go talk to the innkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure the innkeeper's not involved in this?
We're gonna find out.
Exactly.
Somebody else should probably talk. I'm just gonna yell.
As you're all gathering outside the door to this building next door opens, and you could kind of hear her shouting just before she opened it, and she's going, "Wolfgeet, Amici, where are you?" She steps out and she's like, "Are you there, folks? Have you seen my husband or my daughter? They aren't in their beds. I heard you speaking over there and I called for them. And
Well, I believe your husband is dead in one of our rooms.
what?
A man broke into my room with a knife.
No. No.
He'll show
I-
the wound that
That's
he
the
just
truth
got.
of it.
'Tis no truth. No, let me see him. Ye lie.
Sure.
She's running in up the stairs. Then when she sees him on the bed, she'll like break down, drop to her knees, and start weeping. She's like, "Oh, Wolfie, Wolfgeet, what have they done? You murderers! You've killed him."
Murderers?
No, that's not the truth of it.
He am dead.
He came
That's the wrong
What?
one.
he
Wrong
came
one.
into our rooms and attempted to kill us.
I can't believe it, my Wolfgeet. Why would he do such a thing? She screams,
I don't know.
"Amici,
He said
He
something
said-
about having a mistress.
It was about his mistress. Do you
I
know
think-
anything about a mistress?
Nice is just gonna sigh.
What's wrong with you guys?
Yeah, I know. Kai's just gonna sigh. Okay, ma'am, miss, he was. Did you hear about what happened to Salt Lock? Salt Dock, whatever, I got that right. He was put under a spell of sorts. That's what happened. Some demon thing did this to him.
What?
Yeah, no,
From
I don't think you'd have come to that conclusion.
well, just saying, hey, Yankee, so a demon did this and all this stuff, and Red Eyed Lady, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And it's like, oh, demon. Member at the other end, it was like, oh, other end. The peasants were saying a demon did this to this one person's family.
That's true. Word of that had not spread here yet. But you could definitely
Yeah.
blame it on a demon. She's...
I mean,
Did you
I
have
mean-
to kill the man?
I was not in the room. I could not prevent him.
And then there's Is everyone inside the inn at the minute?
Yeah, probably.
I think I'm actually outside.
Yeah, same here. I'm looking around for Evil Eye.
I'll get dressed, pack up, and head over outside for the rest.
Katya started outside, but if she went inside, Katya would have followed.
She's still inside there, just crying at the doorway
Oh.
to the room with her dead husband in. But for the people outside, Odo and Osbert have stepped out of this house over here. And there's also someone stood in the doorway over there looking over, an old man.
He's creepy.
What's the trouble?
Remind me of Herbert the Pervert.
Attempted murder.
There'll be no trouble at the inn. We're paid to keep peace. Who's the culprit?
You're not.
Wolfgeet and another man. Who's the other man?
You never learned his name.
And a man whose name I never did learn.
They look at each other. I look back at you. How do we know you're not bandits? And as Marion hears talking, she comes running downstairs and out into the cold, and she's screaming, "They killed him! They've killed my Wolfgeet! They say he tried to kill them!" Amicia is nowhere to be seen. Please, Osbert Odo, you have to find her. I don't know where she is. And she just like screams it again, Amicia!
Yeah. I guess we're going outside now because I can. Fine. Etho, tell them what you saw, and I guess they caught
Fancy
you.
lady.
Sorry, go ahead.
Fancy lady. On bridge. Old. She. Evil Eye. Steel blood.
Steel blood
And-
vampire.
And Lady Katja, you have the note of omission, what the person wrote, so you can read that out loud, or y'all can read it yourself.
I gave that back to Etho, but sure, of course.
Out of character, Kai's does not want to face an angry mob of innocent people at the moment. That's why he's trying to calm it down.
This is This is dark strangeness.
It is. But your daughter, we should find her first. Etho, do you think you could track her?
No. Unless it's a survival track. Is it survival track?
Tracking is its own skill. Let me see what the defaults are. Oh my god. Stupid scroll wheel. I need a new mouse. The scroll wheel is random. I'm like scrolling down and it's going up. It's like it's in bunny hop mode or something. Tracking perception -5, naturalist -5.
I mean, probably not. I'm just gonna start looking around on the ground and then just shake my head vigorously. I'll spend probably like 5 minutes aimlessly wandering around where I saw her last.
Uh-huh.
This is what happens when Katya makes assumptions.
I should take the road north, Odo, you go south. Are any of you coming with us?
Of course, sure.
Yes, let me offer a prayer real quick. Caius is going to head inside, and I'm not sure he want to change things around. Head to his room and ask the minion, where'd the girl go? Because he can still talk. He still has his working vocal cords.
He did get stabbed through the neck.
Vitals. Aside from the vitals.
Archibald stabbed him through the neck.
Well, it's up to you, Luke. It's magic. Magic works in weird ass ways.
What are you asking him, though?
Where did they take the girl? Where was the old lady?
I don't think he knows. No. He just goes... He kind of speaks in a weird, raspy, broken voice. I do not know.
Okay, then. It was worth a try, at least.
Some clots of blood drip out of his throat as he says it.
Yeah. Like I said, worth a try. Besides that, we'll try to find the girl, then I guess. We'll do our best. I do have some tracking skills, not a lot, something. Kai's just saying this is in character, by the way. It's not clear.
We should probably pair up and look around.
You mean split the party?
Well, I imagine
Sadly,
you're not
yes.
gonna, like, travel miles from this location.
True.
Yeah, just like
Where
Nearby.
big fancy house? I asked one of the townspeople.
Back south to Salt Duck. A couple of steads in Rochelbor and around that fit the bill, but no mansions round here.
Where empty house?
There's something west. Old cabin. Practically a husk, though. No, west.
West.
East.
East then.
Is
Follow.
it haunted?
Most like. There's beasts out in the plains as well. They stay away from the road. But it's not safe to travel far from it.
Yeah, just you two stay here in case it does come back. You're well-trained mercenary. You should be able to handle this if they come back here.
They're looking at each other. We're looking for the girl, like we said. Odo's going south, I'm going north on the road. We'll see what we can find.
All right, just
And Odo heads off marching south, looking at the road as he goes.
I guess let me check. Look, could be a tracking check to find footprints of a girl, an old lady.
Yeah.
But I get any bonuses? Because I think you said it was raining. That actually does help tracking a bit. More.
It's been snowing here, but yeah, so there would be some bonus. I just forget where it is.
Yeah. Well, there goes nothing. Just I guess we'll apply a bonus after the roll, maybe.
Aye. Oh, success anyway. I know it's -2 for this terrain, but then +3 if you're following people.
That's a success.
So yeah, it does indeed look like they headed on the road north. 2 people have travelled on the road north tonight. Fresh tracks in the snow, just being covered now as the snow starts picking up again.
Yeah, I'll quickly tell the mercenaries they went north. They went north because we need to hurry to find this girl. Because I don't. That's just going to happen probably.
Say, oh, and you're sure?
That's what the tracks are telling me. His guide points him out.
Then we're going. And yeah, this way, Odo. And they setting off north.
Guess we're all heading north as well.
Does your cloaked guy come out as well?
Yeah, but he won't talk. If anything, I'll just say he's about silence.
All right, they don't question it at all.
Okay, so off to find the scary lady. Wonderful word, scary lady.
Off to save the daughter.
Oh, there we go. That's better. Off to save the daughter. Yeah.
I don't think we've had a break in a while, have we? Is it time for another 5-minute break?
Probably.
Alrighty. Well, we'll be right back in 5 minutes in that case then. Burb. We are back. If you are just joining us, the group are heading north to Rochelbourg. They've stopped for the night at an inn with an allegedly creepy owner, who turned out to be very creepy. Etho stayed up to spy on him, and he went out to talk to a very fancy-looking lady on a bridge. Etho tried to tackle the shit out of this lady, but did a really bad job at it. She turned around, stared in your eyes, and scared the shit out of you by doing that. It made you faint. You woke up on a balcony with a note pinned to your chest.
I didn't faint. No one saw that. It didn't happen.
Bit metaphysical. While that were happening, or while whatever were happening, while Etho was resting her eyes, the creepy innkeeper did indeed try to murder you, or one of you. Some other creepy guy tried to murder you. You returned the favor instantly, raised the other creepy guy as a zombie, and now you're looking for the missing innkeeper's daughter. You've just barely avoided a mob situation, and Caius has found tracks heading north in the fresh snow. It is very cold. Everyone roll HT, please.
Remember if you got warm weather coats.
Yeah, you do not. Oh yeah, you get +5 in this temperature.
Okay, that's good.
Is it extreme enough to overcome temperature tolerance?
How many levels have you got? The current temperature is 20 degrees Fahrenheit. So
Then she's fine.
you're probably good.
She has 2 levels and 12. So.
She's kind of a badass.
Yeah, it looks like you're fine. Not super cold here.
Us, two mercenaries, are looking for the girl, right?
You're traveling for 15 minutes. Can I get another tracking roll? It's at a +1 net.
Sure, let me do that for you. That's a +1.
You're going north on the road, but then you lose it. Did you include
Actually,
the +1 there? No, you didn't.
I did.
Oh.
No, my tracking skill is 12. Actually, Etho can help out. She can make a survival check to give me a +1 to give me.
You're all
actual
looking
success.
as well, so. Yeah.
So if y'all want to make. Sorry.
Yes, survival roll, please. Arctic, if you've got it.
No, I got woodlands, not
Just
Arctic.
woodlands. You'd probably want Arctic as well. I'd let you tweak to add these things as well.
Yeah, because that's fine.
But yeah, as a group, like you think you lose it for a second, but then you realise they've gone off road. And Osbert says, "Is his name Osbert? Is my name Osbert?" He says, "Aye. 'Tis the direction of that wretched place.
What wretched place?
The shack. Been empty years and years, as long as I've been alive. It's the only place around here for miles other than the inn."
May not be as empty as we thought. Just be careful when we go in there. There's probably more of these people under her control.
Odo speaks up. He says, "There's hounds about. We should not be travelling at night." What's the girl
Should not,
thinking?
but must.
If vampire, day better.
Oh, yeah, that's true as well, says Odo. But then he's like, but vampire. Oh, wait, yeah. There was already talk of blood. It's already been established there's a vampiric demon.
Yeah.
I was calling it something else, but someone else called it vampire, so.
Yeah, you've heard that about 4 or 5
But-
times now.
But
But
do you think the girl has till daybreak?
not if a vampire has her, no.
That's true. We should probably press on.
Just keep the torches out, keep your eyes out.
Are you riding horses? I forgot to ask this.
I'm not.
They were on foot, so we're probably all on foot.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and probably at night being on horse is probably not the best plan.
There's no chance of tracking someone on horseback at night.
Yeah, that's true. But now you're kind of just making a beeline towards the building. You do notice tracks occasionally. The snow's getting a little bit heavier. And you start coming towards the place after about 40 minutes of hiking uphill.
Jeez.
If everyone can please lose at least 2 FP. Just to represent exertion up to this point. Let me just double check for missed sleep to see if... No, you won't be worrying about that yet. You're just not going to be able to stay up for as long today. So yeah, just 2 FP lost.
Just 2 FP.
And you can barely see that thing in the moonlight. Very dull moonlight because it's so cloudy. But at least the snow's reflecting it back a bit.
Yeah, that's why I was saying everyone should get a torch out. Ready? Just if you have a shield, just hold it in your shield hand. You can do that.
Odo lights a torch. He's just got a bastard sword and as his only weapon, but Osbert's got his 2-handed axe with him. They both donned chainmail and coifs.
I have idea.
What's that, lass?
I say, I feed you, then sneak attack.
Feed you.
Feed.
She in note say, bring more. You more.
I don't understand. Why don't we just go up there?
Yeah, I agree. We should just go up there.
As far as we know, we outnumber her.
Shrug then. Do that you lead the way jester thing.
Gotcha
Oh.
heads.
Bullshit. Just get your fire stuff ready. We might need it.
I have it ready.
Alrighty.
God, he isn't bothering with the torch.
Didn't have a map ready for this. Bet I could find one super fast if I'm clever about it, though. Click on a link. I just made my cat jump. Just clicking a link, Hank. You are perfect. A quiet moment.
Quiet moment.
I'm just
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
admiring the artwork.
Uploading. We're working on it. Oh dear. How to roll 20 in the background.
Right?
See, people, watch the Kobold Cafe, and you'll learn all sorts of interesting things.
And be
Like-
bored.
Yeah, sometimes we're boring.
Yeah, that'll do.
It is a creepy house.
I mean,
I
if you're a
assume-
role player, you get it.
I assume come in from the top left.
Yes. Don't show labels. Why is it not working for you?
I don't know.
So weird.
His token isn't switched to himself. He needs to. He probably needs to select the right character.
Only have one character?
It's assigned and what have you. It's very strange. Roll 20 nonsense.
If you look at my picture in the bottom, I'm going to switch it back and forth to demonstrate.
Oh, I see. In the chat bar, right at the bottom, you can choose to speak as somebody.
Yeah, I've been doing that for some time.
More roll 20 foibles. And there's smoke coming out of this place. It is somewhat covered. You can't quite see them in there just yet. But you see smoke.
Like they have a fireplace.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we forgot the two mercenaries in
Oh.
Union.
My bad.
and the minion weekend.
Minion, sorry.
That's fine. It happens. One of these days, I'll find the actual token picture for you, so that way it becomes less complicated.
Mm-hmm. So, let's go into turn order from here. You probably can't see yourselves on there. Feel free to add yourselves whenever.
I guess it's important. Do you want them to go on my turn, or do you want to have its own turn order?
I'll add him to the turn. Let me just double check he's not got anything that changes his speed. Nope.
No, he just undead template and 25% points, but we can do that later if we survive this battle. But yeah, he just becomes more of a meat shield, and he hurts a bit more because strength. And all
Yeah.
that.
Gets a bit stronger. So many character sheets.
What's the penalty on stealth for? There's a bunch of us. Doesn't actually matter.
Mm. Alright, I think I've got everyone.
All right. Well, Gatia will advance.
Archie.
Archibald is gonna advance. Draw swords. Well, sword and knife.
The door swings open to the cabin, and Griselda's stood in the entrance there. She's backlit. Griselda, you don't know her name yet.
For the audience, her name is Griselda.
Everyone can see her. Roll fright checks, please, at -5.
Me also?
Yeah.
I guess it's important.
Ouch.
Is there a darkness penalty? Because it might actually give me some reduced penalties if I can't see her properly.
She's lit by the fire from behind.
Combat
Well, I
really
failed again.
combat has not started yet, right?
Not officially, no.
Right, that makes a difference.
Archibald made it.
Hey, I made it.
Nice.
It's 2d6, right?
3d6.
3d6.
And Mini don't need to roll because he's immune to that stuff. So, hey.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God, that ain't good.
Wow,
Well, then,
23 though.
That's
I mean, fright check -5 is
Like,
pretty
28.
It's
It's like 28.
Oh, it's 20 of our Eagle Slayer.
Yeah, she included it.
Oh.
Good luck rolling 20 on 3d6. Faint bordering on shock, lasting for 4d
Oh,
minutes.
right.
And lose 1 DFP.
I'm out. So 4D minutes?
Yeah.
Fright checks are brutal.
Yeah. I don't include the quirk ones, though. because otherwise they just seem to come up so often. Like Katya, you just
Oh yeah,
gained
you
yourself a
just
quirk.
you just tear through character points. Yeah.
So you just stunned
See, but
for 1
that was
second.
exactly the reason that I spent a whole bunch of points on a decent fright check.
Perked it up and everything.
Oh yeah.
I strongly considered it.
So she screams in a bellowing voice, "Leave!" Gaius.
No, that crash. Caius will attempt, because I can try this for leadership, a leadership check to attempt to get everyone to calm down.
Nice.
Let's see here. I won't get any penalties, but I don't get any bonuses either. So okay. Oh no, I do get a bonus. Thank you, Born War Leader. Yeah, so that should actually help people. I don't know, help people start to become unfrightened. Caius, knowing that everyone here is probably bordering religious fanatic on the girl's missing, will give a small quip like, "You need to save the girl and you need to kill this abomination for your god. Stop quaking your boots and move forward." So
Yeah.
I think that gives them a chance to reroll their fright check and to get a bonus to my success.
Yeah, no, that sounds good, and you did a good job. Etho, unfortunately, did fall unconscious.
Yeah, sorry. I wish I could have got that sooner.
I forgot to roll 3d6 for Oz, but
Well, he gets a bonus now, so hey, it helps.
he started retching. Throwing up. But then when you shout at him, he's gonna re-roll. I pressed GM quick. It's not a great roll. He grips his battle axe as he swallows his sick.
You only get -1 actually on this check. So, hey, it ain't bad.
He rolled a 13, unfortunately.
Yeah, I tried.
Odo starts running forwards as far as he can with his sword ready. He doesn't seem scared enough. But Alwyn, that is a zombie.
He just followed me.
Yep. Grandpa. That's old man. Whoop.
Done.
And I'm guessing your facing's more like that.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I suppose she'll try that fright check again because of the leadership.
Yarp.
-1, so hey.
-1.
Yep. And if combat reflexes, you get +2 from that.
That's already included in hers.
Okay. It's not as bad. You at least lift it by 1.
I'm not sure how I'd like to do this. That's kind of worse. Yeah, that's potentially twice as bad. Give me a will check now. I'm going to say that instead of that, it kind of just snaps you out of it potentially if you manage, remove the 1d seconds of mental stun.
Oh, that's
Sure.
good. That's better, actually.
Yeah. Oof. But you're rolling against will to recover from the stun now instead of waiting to do that.
That works.
I'm
Ar-
sorry, I tried my best.
Archie.
No! We will not leave.
She's gonna hiss and glide towards you. And she raises her hands up, and as she approaches, you can see that she is a horrific monster. Her brow is all furrowed. She's grown sharp fangs, and her lips are curled back in a hideous grin as she is going for a grapple versus you. And wow, potentially managing it. You can attempt a dodge.
Or
Can I
parry.
dodge and retreat?
You may include a retreat.
Or can I parry?
If it matters, if you parry and succeed, you roll a weapon check to see if you hurt the lady or whoever's trying to grapple you.
I think you could try and parry it. It's a grapple. I'm not sure what the parry grapple rules are like.
It's similar to the brawling one. It's if someone throws a punch at you and you parry that punch and
Yeah.
you make a weapon check.
I think you could just parry her arm.
Okay. I will do that.
I shall bestow wisdom, even if it hurts me at times.
I'm gonna go ahead and make this feverish.
Hmm?
I got
Seems wise.
Oh, the
I got
defense. I forgot you were
FP to
parrying.
spend. And that's +2?
+2
Yes.
for 1 FP.
Yes.
Hey, it's a critical success.
Scumbag.
Suck it, bitch.
Scumbag. Should that count as a crit on the damage you deal?
It counts as a critical fail for your opponent.
Oh, right, it does. Thank you.
You're welcome.
9 on a unarmed critical miss. Lose balance, do nothing else, not even free action till next turn. -2 on active defenses until then. And feel free to roll weapon skill to inflict damage on an arm.
Okay. So this is where this gets a little more complicated because it is... Oh, right. I actually set it up to account for that. Nope.
No. So you do...
But
you prevent the grapple.
prevent it fucking hardcore.
Yeah, you do.
Like, I parried her so hard she lost her balance.
Okay. Well, here's I'm going. Spell I can do. Instead of doing the maneuver in case something bad happens, Caius is going to do a feint, and with teamwork, he's going to transfer that feint result to Archibald.
Sick.
So
Nice.
I'm gonna roll feint, and she needs to roll her highest weapon skill, and whatever. If I have more success than she does, that's how many penalties she gets to her defense rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Wow.
What's
God
her skill?
damn.
What's her skill level?
She's at 17, so success by 9 versus success by...
16. So 16 minus 9. She takes a -7 to her defense rolls.
Holy
So,
shit.
I'm sorry, you're unconscious. Actually, roll
Who's
me
unconscious?
IQ, Etho.
I don't think that's how it works, but okay.
I'm feeling really nice, and he made a good leadership check.
Nope.
Okay, the dice say no.
Ugh.
Yay! Not getting to play because of dice rolls.
Osbert is... He was throwing up. He's like just stumbling forward, wiping sick off his face. Odo is gonna run in past you, catch you. Whoops. You'd get to about that. Zomb. It's not gonna attack yet. Old guy.
Can I take one step and try and toss something?
Yeah. What have you got ready?
Alchemist Fire, 6.
yards, and my
Oh no no no
maximum.
no 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 no!
I'm gonna
There's
say
a little girl
Yeah.
there.
I will mention you also do take a penalty for trying to throw through somebody, and as for each person you're trying to throw through, you take a minus.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Like, my maximum distance is 27. I have a good skill, but what's the penalty?
Range, darkness would be -2 because she's fairly lit by torches that are held over there. What's the range? -3
6
for
and my
range?
maximum is 27.
But the
So
range
it's
penalties.
not even half. Six for distance and a little bit of light.
Sorry, the sheet were fucking up for me. It weren't letting me scroll down. So, -5 total for distance and low light, but then you throw in through one person into close combat.
It's lob, not like an arrow where you go straight through.
Okay, then you don't face that penalty if you're lobbing it.
You still throw in a Molotov cocktail into close combat, though.
Yeah, you're throwing it, and it's gonna explode all over us.
Yeah. So close combat is this. This is just range 1 combat.
But she went for a grapple with Archibald Smith, and he didn't retreat.
Ah, yeah. My apologies.
Uh,
I'm just.
it's
Yeah,
too
like
much.
currently, my knife is holding her arm as
Yeah, it's
she
too much. I'm
comes
just gonna
down.
move on it.
Yeah,
Sorry
don't
for
don't
the delay.
don't do that. You're gonna fucking kill me.
That's it.
Alright, catch her.
Make a will check.
Woo! You snap out at it.
Spins around, snapping out of it. Yep.
Archibald.
Well, I guess since he set me up so beautifully, I am gonna go for it. I am going all out determined. And I am taking... No. I'm gonna go all out determined, longsword to the neck.
I imagine you need to take a step back, or just like half step out of close combat.
Oh yeah, I guess I do need to take my step.
I'll just adjust her back into a proper X for you.
Okay. And yeah, all out determined, longsword to the neck.
Go for it.
So all out determined gives me +4.
Yep. Neck
Yes.
is
Yes.
-5.
5, so grand total of -1.
1.
Oh,
Maths.
darkness penalties -2.
-3. Are you fucking kidding?
Did you miss?
Dude.
Sometimes the dice give, sometimes the dice take away.
Yep.
Unless you're Tara.
Ugh.
Balance lost. You've got the exact same thing that happened to her just this
Yeah.
turn.
I'm sorry I have failed you.
You set him up so perfect.
Oh my god, it was beautiful. Like,
Yeah, don't worry, I'll see what I can do.
I think she's gonna hiss at both of you. She takes a step back, and there's suddenly a puff of smoke, like, and a crack. And
She
she
transforms into a bat.
she disappears. At least for now. All you can see is a cloud of smoke. Caius.
Caius is going to do a little trick here. He's going to step forward. And this is going to be a very unique thing, I suppose. You said there was smoke, right?
Yes.
To make this work, Caius is going to rapid strike because he wants to go step. He's going to first. There's snow on the ground, right?
Yeah.
Caius is going to hit the snow, flinging it up towards the area, and see if it hits a physical object.
I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
As you step into the smoke, you do see, though, that there's a bunch of crows in here.
How many crows?
Like 10 or 15. They're all
Come on,
bundled
man.
together, almost in the shape of a body.
I don't want to listen to counting crows.
Okay. So I guess I'll be doing this because I need it. All outing and telegraphing. I'm gonna be doing a lot of attacks in a few seconds here. Let me do my math real quick. Yeah, I'll be doing 7 attacks at skill 14. Ready?
I'm ready.
Luke. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh,
Ooh.
last one
Uh-oh.
won't
At
go
least
so
it was
well.
the
At
last
least
one.
the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, right?
I forgot my base attack. 8, my bad. Well.
Oh, was that
One swing.
was that a moving attack? No.
No, I only took 1 step.
Show me 3d6 for that last critical miss, please. As 8. You'll need to take a ready maneuver because weapon turned in your hand.
Okay.
But either way, that's 8 hits against the crows. I don't need to see damage. They kind of like swarm out. They are going to try and dodge and retreat away from the area. How many do they need to make? 6.
Yeah, if the weapon didn't turn my hand, they'd been able to make the 8th attack, but yeah, dice good, dice stick away.
I think they managed to dodge all of them. Yeah, look at that.
Even with darkness penalty.
You don't get darkness penalties to active defense. At least not for melee attacks. And yeah, the crows kind of just take off as you swing into them. And you come close to connecting with a couple, but that's some sexy dodge rolls there. They all take dodge and retreats. Osbert's still stumbling forwards.
Where they retreat to, that's like movement that can follow them.
Kind of all out into that 1 hex behind. 1 second, I'll get you a marker.
Okay, yeah. So here's range 1. Oh, well,
But yeah, they'd
Step
retreat
up.
to there.
Fuck those crows.
uh,
Fuck those crows.
He was running forward. He just screams, She changed to crows!
Bye.
Come on, zombie. Come on, zombie.
He swings and potentially hits the swarm. They can't add a retreat to this, but they just managed to dodge it. Wow.
Even with penalties?
I don't think
You
there's
keep
any.
dodging over and over, you get penalties. And parries over and over, you get penalties.
You can only retreat from one target, but there's no penalties for additional dodges.
There is. That's why you can't. You keep dodging over and over again, you're gonna eventually fail.
The house rule that a lot of people use, yeah.
Oh, really?
But it's not an actual rule.
I've never used it.
Wow.
Old man.
Sorry, I thought that was an actual rule. I'm so sorry.
No worries. It's
Go
one
to
that I
GURPS
might have
table,
included
actually.
a long time ago if I'd have heard about it.
Yeah, it's just -1, and yeah. If you're talking ever off, I can't hear you.
No, I was just checking my memory. That's my.
Gotcha.
Also, just move forward.
The darkness penalty is too big for me to do anything but try and help the girl at the hut.
Alright, Archie.
So it's turned into a swarm of crows.
Keep guys is like, just keep swinging at them, you'll eventually kill her.
Yeah. I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take 4 all-out 4 rapid strikes. Because this is a move and attack, so these are just at 9.
If you move 2 steps, you can do an all out. And
Yeah,
still get no
you
penalty.
could go all out. You were going forwards there.
Well, that's a good point. Uh,
I am sorry, I'm just trying to help.
no. Actually, that is helpful. Yeah, I'll all out that shit. All out determined. +4. I'll make 3 rapid strikes.
3 plus your 1 base. So
this is at a -9. -9.
of your +4, -5.
So -5. Yeah. So
Miss.
1.
Oh, no, wait. All out. Right. Keep going.
Nice.
That's all of them.
We're at
Got
3.
your 1 base left.
I thought
Oh,
you had
right.
4.
Think when you're in rapid strike, just think of 1 plus that many strikes. It helps.
Okay. Oh, the last one misses.
Whoops. Ignore that last one then. Still can't add a retreat. That's 2 hits.
Okie dokie.
Kill some birds for you, Tara.
Yeah, I didn't need damage. You definitely kill a couple of crows, though. Slice them right in half. And the crows are taking flight and flapping away. They move 3 meters up and 4 meters that away. They spread out a little bit, so they take up more than 1 hex. Caius.
So they move this way and do that way. Move 1 up.
Vertically. Let's see if it lets me add. It does not.
I still be able to hit them. They're not too high. Well,
True.
There goes nothing. I'm gonna do pretty much be at 9 no matter what I do at this moment. Let's see here. All out, determined. Yeah, that'd be 9 attacks. That's 9. I'm gonna kill you, crows. I swear to the gods, I will. Are you ready, Luke?
I'm ready. Oh
Yeah,
dear.
roll critical hit real quick, see what happens.
Some bad coin tosses.
I was a 6 too.
You managed to hit yourself in the arm or leg.
Mm.
What kind of attack is it?
Wonderful.
Are these swing or thrusts?
There's thrusts, because I'm trying to kill them quickly.
Poking at
so
the swarm.
Roll again, then.
that does nothing against my armor.
It'd be roll again if you're making a piercing or impaling melee attack.
Roll critical again.
Yeah, just another 3d6.
11.
Drop weapon.
Oh, it's a good thing I have a lanyard.
Sick.
I guess I'll just do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's
I think I need to
still
make 4 more.
fall out of your hand, though. Oh, you'd have
I
to take
got
a
other
ready maneuver
weapons.
to get it going.
I got another weapon, my shield.
Can you include that as part of a rapid strike?
If not, I'll just use maneuver to get my weapon back in my hand, and that'll be my turn. If not, yeah, just
Alright.
weapons back in hand. That's it.
The dual weapon attack stuff can't be combined with rapid strike.
Okay,
No.
thank you. It's been a while since I've had to do dual weapons.
And it's they interact in a very complex way.
GURPS? Complex? No.
I know.
Who would have thought?
Your zombie swings and hits with his stick.
Nice. I got a knife or something.
He
I don't remember what he had, but he had something.
like a big heavy walking stick, pretty much almost a quarterstaff. He knocks a crow out of the sky with it.
Good job, the beat the stick.
How many hits did you get, James? We're at 3.
3, yeah.
Okay.
Total was 4 crows dead.
Old guy.
I'm going to. Oh. Whoa. Why is my screen moving?
You're just taking a
I-
move maneuver, though.
Yeah, I'm just moving. It's just that the thing just goes crazy.
Yeah. It's like it gets stuck in pan mode. Try right clicking and left cricking.
Do
Terrible.
my best to kill this thing.
Catch you.
Yeah, that's my movement.
She'll also move forward
Archie.
into the actual house.
Mm-hmm. You can see the girl in there. Looks like she's asleep on a rug. A very musty, mouldy rug.
You.
But Archie is the...
Yeah, this is gonna be versus 9, so yeah, might as well just do, another set of rapid strikes. So D6. 2, 3. Boom. 1 hit.
It did. They can't dodge right now. They've got the backs turned. So you chop another crow out the sky.
Poke. I poke it.
Poke a crow
They're,
out the
they're
sky.
up now. Just poke, poke, poke.
There's only like half of them left now. They're still trying to flap away. They continue up and away. They're now like 8 meters above you. Caius. Oh, he might have lost internet. Yeah, we've not got him in here. Osmo's running forwards. Odo's running forwards. Zombie can't swing at him. But it looks up and goes like, old man.
Is there anything outside the house that I could help with, or with the girls? It seems that Katia has it covered.
I'm not sure. You'd have to step in and take a closer look.
You want a perception check?
No. As you reach in and look at her, you do see that there is blood underneath her. Not lots, but some. Catch her.
She'll come up next to you and say, "Is she all right?"
Do I need a first aid to see if she's okay?
No, it wouldn't be first aid, but you can't really check in just a second either. Hey, welcome back. It's technically your turn.
Whose turn?
Yours.
Damn. Refresh the map because it's being slow.
They flew 8 meters up, so they're out of melee range now.
This is where I want to start doing the thing.
You could have raised some undead crows to chase them.
Yeah.
Wonky internet.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm back. I don't know. I didn't really set a limit of how many I can erase one moment, but I would say one a turn. So that way it ain't broken. That's all right for you, Luke.
Yeah, that sounds alright. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, because then it starts becoming a bit insane of what I can do a turn.
Crows start
let's-
twitching to life. Archie, now it's your turn.
I,
Initiation. See what works real quick.
I will drop my longsword.
Milong
Just
sword.
like, yep, just letting it go.
Shoot.
And I am gonna go ahead and reach into my belt and fast draw that. They are at 8,
8 meters up.
8 and 4,
So pretty much just up to 10.
10. Okay. So this is a -4, -6. Might as well make it all out. So -5. Nope.
Swish. And they carry on flying away, probably disappear into darkness at this point. And Caius raises another crow.
Just Where are you gonna go after the lady?
And I think we can probably end combat right now, as the crows have flown away.
Yeah.
Beyond where any of the people outside can see. So, you can indeed roll first aid. Botch it. And start checking
Katya's
it.
gonna look around for the blood bag.
Yeah, that's pretty clear. There's a pile of some things. Blood bag is one of them.
Alright, she'll grab that before the guards arrive.
Pat, 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 slap. Hey, girl, you alright?
You
Waking up, scaredy
Am I
cat.
awake?
You're awake.
Gott runter. Oh. If you slapped me, I might have actually thrown a bit of claws at you a moment later. But hopefully not hit.
For your life's sake, I'll say that you miss. You've not got ground fighting, have you?
I mean, kinda. I'm really good in combat if I can
Yeah,
goddamn do it.
you've got the skill to.
But I'll just say for cinematic reasons, I miss.
You didn't really mean it.
You were still super groggy. Oi, are you okay?
A
You what?
growl. Not
You-
like wolf growl, just.
Are you sure you've got the fortitude to continue doing this?
Just gonna ignore you when you say that.
Well, I think we got the girl, so we should probably be getting moving.
The two mercenaries are walking into the hut. And they say, "How is she?" And you've turned her over and she was bleeding from two small holes in her neck. Botch it.
Okay. Do you manage to patch her up?
Yeah, you patch him up. She's definitely not going to die, but she is in a deep sleep right now.
She needs some rest, but she'll live. We better get her back.
We'll carry her. Here, we'll make a stretcher from some of this crap in here.
Make sure she eats well. She seems to have lost a lot of blood.
And yeah, it was the blood bag Katya, and then also a fairly fine, like, traveling bag.
Okay.
Did you
I
pick?
imagine
Did-
you would have just scooped it all up. It's easier.
Okay. And they start carrying them back to. Well, they lift her up and start carrying her out after you've bandaged her up there. Bosh it. The crows were all quickly brought back to life.
Etho, I think this is your stuff.
You get handed blood.
And a fancy bag.
I'll take the fancy bag without question.
Is it fancy enough that Katya thinks it's fancy?
Yeah, definitely.
All right. She sort of gives you an approving nod. Nice bag.
When I'm alone, I'm definitely gonna check what the heck's in that bag.
Etho could have a good taste in purses. It's possible.
It's possible. Caius, did we lose you again?
No, I was just sending you stuff if I found some images, so it would make it easy to track stuff.
Oh.
So the crows are back. They're not going to come in time, so Kite will just hold on to them for now. Because never know when you might need an undead crow.
Are there
Alrighty.
obviously undead crows about?
Yes. One of them's can pass as alive, the one that your zombie just beat with its club, but the others are like got the guts hanging out.
Yeah, I'll have the crows. I'm literally making a Warhammer fantasy character. Just a guy in a robe who's dead, and put 2 crows in there. Just
Caius,
yeah.
what are you doing?
Preparing for the ladies eventually to come back. She sounded like in the note at least. I want revenge.
I'm sorry, what?
Well, the first note that the person she wrote kind of seek vengeance upon us and all that, and literally how everyone had a terrible effect just seeing her. I'm being prepared.
What are you doing though?
What do you mean what I'm doing?
Are those dead?
Technically, yes.
These two walk
Why
out
are they?
here.
Why are they moving?
Uh. Mm. The Caius looks at it like won't say anything to them.
Maybe you should kill them.
Anyway,
I am of a similar mind. I do not think these abominations are necessary right now.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal here.
He's dropped the front of the stretcher, and he's readying his axe, and he says, "What are these abominations?"
I don't know.
Just that.
just kill them. Probably the old lady's leftovers.
All right, let's get them.
He swings. Whoops! He chopped himself out of existence. There we go.
He teleported into the void.
He lurches for them, and they teleport him away.
Whoop! Offensive
Can
war.
I think we're pretty happy to believe the story that those were hers, though.
Yeah, and I think they get chopped up pretty quickly. It's like, oh, good grief! We must hurry back to the end. This place is tainted, cursed.
Look,
Yes.
is this open?
There wasn't really much in there. The only stuff was that blood bag and the fancy travel bag. The only other things in that rundown shack are kind of mouldy and trashy. If you wanted to give me a search or a scrounging, you might be able to pick something up, though.
Can I use perception?
Yeah, it'll be at like -5. Did you?
Success? Question mark?
What's your
Yeah.
perception?
You find some silver jewelry, a necklace and a bracelet, part of a matching set, that were in like just a pile of mold, pretty much. Some bag that it had been kept in had turned entirely to soil.
I'll pick it up.
All done in there, or could we, or not? We need to set this place on fire.
Yeah, I think
I-
you're probably right about that.
I think this place is best set ablaze.
Throw these dead crow bodies in there.
hmm
If she's,
Caius will. Sorry, go ahead.
he was just gonna say she's clearly an undead beast. She'll come back if not perfectly destroyed. Ah, she's still alive out there somewhere. This is terrible. We must
It
rouse
is,
them
but
up.
she'd at least be severely wounded if the crows were her. I still not understanding what the fuck just happened. Her and the crows.
This may be true. We may have wounded her. Either way, we should hurry back.
Okay. Caius will throw the crows in there, just and then like, is the roof made of thatch or?
Yeah, it's a bit damp and mouldy and covered in snow though. But there's wood frames in there that are dry and will burn.
Yeah, because the thatch and moldy. That's good. The Kai will take the torch you've been holding a shield and just toss it at the thatch.
Yeah,
It'll take, yeah, it'll burn down eventually. Take some time, but it'll do it.
one of them slow burns.
Yeah. Let's get back to the inn.
Okay.
And you march back, and I think that's probably about a good place to call it.
Do you mind if we
Go ahead.
dispatch with what happens to the
Oh,
people here?
absolutely.
I,
Yeah.
I was thinking if they want to, if Archibald wants to write up like a note of what happened here, Kachi is happy to sign it too and send it with the villagers or send it with this community back to town because they can't just stay here and wait for the vampire to come back. That's bad.
I was wondering about potentially leaving this for next session where you arrive
Right.
as Eric's arriving on his horse.
That would be a great excuse to give them an explanation.
But you can definitely suggest that on the hour's walk back.
Sure, she will do so. But I didn't mean to extend things.
No, that's okay.
That's fine. It's good.
No.
Would anyone else like to add anything before we call it?
Got nothing here.
It went well. We could have ended it a lot sooner, but dice rolls got in the way.
Yeah. Everybody got fucked by dice,
Mm.
and some far more than others.
Yeah, that was a. I'm not salty at all.
I tried to help because I know leadership can do that. So I thought, well, I have leadership. I'll try it.
It's fine. It happens sometimes.
Well,
Next, we'll buy smelling salts, and that way you can make yourself up pretty quickly.
I bet Boschet can make smelling salts.
Yeah, right?
True.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks very much for watching. I am Luke. I was the GM. With us today we had James.
Hey, I'm James. I played Archibald Smith, and there was quite a bit of heresy going on.
Finger wag. I heard the finger wag. We had Everoth.
Hello, I was your friendly neighbor Boshet, your beekeeper. And yes, also mead keeper.
That's some good mead.
And candles.
And candles.
We had the group's Lord and Savior, Kobold Jesus.
Hello, I have arisen, and as I may have arisen other people from the grave, I play Caius the Necromancer. How are you all doing today?
What was Jesus if not a necromancer? You know, it's like the most famous story.
I think he was a
mean-
lich.
Partake of my flesh and blood. I mean, sound more like a vampire, but
No, I mean, seriously, I'm pretty sure Jesus was a lich.
Still
Isn't
is.
that
Then.
like cleric skills and spells though?
oh yeah, you can still be a lich and a cleric. It's the older editions as possible.
We didn't have Jared today, but almost definitely and hopefully next session. But we did have Tara.
Hey, I did nothing.
I don't know about that. You instigated
I
this whole
found-
thing.
I didn't. I guess I didn't do anything in combat. At all. But-
This vampire would have flown away. Made different plans entirely.
Also, it's probably not a vampire.
Yeah, no, that's not a vampire. And finally, Lee.
Hi, I'm Lee. I play Katya, and weirdly, I did do something in combat this game. So, sorry. I'll let you do the combat next time.
I love Katya. Katya's amazing.
Yeah, that was actually pretty awesome. Like, I'm pretty sure Archibald has some mad respect for Katya after, like, looking into that room, like, nah, she got this.
She did not expect that to work. Like she was calling for help because she had no idea what to do next.
Well, thanks very much for watching. You can catch us on Twitter at Kobold Cafe, Twitch Kobold Cafe, thekoboldcafe.com on YouTube. Yeah, I tripped up. Kobold Cafe. There's a theme going. We'll be back on Thursday next week for more Star Wars, then Friday for this yet again. and hopefully Sunday after that for the finale of Windraker. Yar, always hyped for that. But thanks everyone for watching. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Good night.